Wait. Hey, fellas. How are we doing today?
We feel good, man. We feel good. How everybody doing today?
Adam, Matt,
Good,
how
man.
y'all doing?
Doing good, bro. Chilling.
That's
Chilling.
great. That's
Feel
great.
good, bro.
Everyone day going well?
Y'all peep
Bro,
nice.
I mean, me. I'm
hey
just.
Tyson, hey Tyson,
How's your day going,
how your
Tyson?
day going, bro?
I mean, can't complain. Can't call it.
Hey, bro.
Can't
Tyson
call
is
it, man.
hilarious.
Can't call
You
it,
a
bruh.
fool, bro.
Listen, man. So like we have some stuff to talk about for
We
surely.
do.
You know what I'm saying? We have some stuff to talk about. NBA news, like we kind of gotten like the brunt of like all the transaction shit out the way, but like it's a bunch of big things coming up. So you know what I'm saying? We definitely still got a nice episode, and I hope everybody got their top 5 artists.
Of
Yes,
course.
Sirski.
Hope everybody got
Yes,
their top
Sirski.
5 artists,
Jay's is
man.
about to be real chalky, real
No, Matt
Bro,
shit is
bro,
about
simple,
to
bro, bro,
be
bro.
questionable
magnificent.
as
Matt,
fuck.
yeah, bro.
Matt shit about to be questionable as hell. Matt, would you like
What's
to
going on?
start us off with the stay on that side segment for today?
Of course, bro. So before the pod started, literally like Jay had brought up. We was talking about like the draft class, and Jay brought up like who would go first in a Cooper Flag, AJ DeBonta, like Darren Peterson draft, and like was Cooper Flag generational? And me personally, I didn't think Cooper Flag was generational coming into the draft. Like he proved that he looks like he could be like the number one on the championship team, franchise player. But I didn't see that like when he was getting drafted. I thought he would have been really good. He was deserving of the first overall pick, but generational, I'll be feeling like that word just gets used too much. But with that being said, if you were in charge of an organization, would you want a player low floor, high ceiling, or high ceiling or high floor, low ceiling?
Do I got number one pick?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's players with like low floors. I think the boom or bust potential is there for like just not out the number one pick. I think it just depends like the range you're going. Like say somebody's projected to be 25, and you go and draft him at 8.
Mhm.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you feel me? So like, what would y'all want? High floor, you know what I'm saying, low ceiling, or low ceiling, high floor? Or I think I just said the same thing, but y'all
Me,
understand what I'm saying.
nah, but I understand.
No, you
I'll go
good.
first. Um, I usually like taking. I usually would like taking risks, especially like in like a sport like football. Like if there was a QB that was very high ceiling, low floor, like a Josh Allen or even like an Well, not maybe not Anthony Richardson because he only started 1 year, but like
Chill,
even
bro.
someone like
Chill.
Patrick. Yeah, but like someone like Patrick Mahomes, like I would take like even coming out of college, I would take that bet. I would take that swing. Even like Trey Lance, I would take that. I would have take that swing.
I would have too.
However, in basketball, I believe in basically just making sure that your team itself is good before you get that, high ceiling, low floor guy. So I would much rather get guys in the draft who I know are going to be good pieces right away. And then if I need a difference maker, then you can get that in a trade or you can get that in free agency. And that's how I would probably do things, especially in basketball, just because a good team is going to, prevail overall. Like we literally just saw the Spurs have what is considered the generational guy of our generation, Victor Wembanyama. And even despite that, the Knicks, who we see didn't have anybody generational on their team, was led by a second round draft pick in Jalen Brunson. And yeah, he had he had talent. Like Cat was a former first overall pick, OG, like things like that. So it's not like the Knicks didn't have talent, but they surrounded that team with good players before they got their guy, which turned out to be Jalen Brunson. Which that's not always going to be the case because again, second round guy, but they
I
surrounded that
mean,
team with talent.
Brunson coming out of Villanova was viewed as like a high floor, low ceiling type of guy though. He
Exactly.
was
Yeah,
he
he
was
was like
he was
he was going to be a good backup point guard who could lead a second unit, not make turnovers or like that. Like that
yeah.
was his
He was
projection.
like the safe
Exactly.
pick.
And he
Um,
But
exceeded, but
Adam,
he and he
Adam, you
exceeded
shaking your
expectations.
head though.
I
What
don't.
you think, Adam?
Nah, I just agree with Tyson point on Jalen Brunson. Like I think that he was a a high floor, low ceiling type player, and I feel like that's where you would want to aim as far as like drafting people because I think that they really can turn out like that, but consistency and like what you're gonna get as opposed to like I don't know. I hear high ceiling, low floor, and I think of people like Cam Reddish or like Anthony Richardson, or
Shaden
I
Sharp.
think
I still
Mahomes
believe.
and Josh Allen were good examples. But I also think that there are some people who are just definitely not good, and I think that if you prioritize like higher floor, you would be more comfortable in some spaces. So I would say you always go with that. And so like it's funny that you say that because at the beginning I didn't even know where the question was going, but at the beginning I would say that I would take Cooper Flag because he has a higher floor than the other two players in my opinion. But yeah.
It's kind of hard though, cause like, see, that's why I asked. Like, it depends on where I'm drafting, because it depends on the state of my organization. I feel like if I'm drafting like first overall, like my team just had the first overall pick. We just had the first overall pick, gang. I'm gonna tell you right now, if we draft a low floor, high ceiling individual and that he's a bust, I mean, we just right back where we are. You know what I'm saying? Versus if we get like a high floor, low ceiling guy, yeah, we'll probably be good. Like, we're probably going to be better, but like if his ceiling can only go so high and he's not a guy that we can build around, like where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it depends on the organization and like what like you would do. And the player, like, you know, like what makes them good, what makes them bad, what are some things, what are the red flags on them? Are they just one of those guys that we see all the time? Like a lot of the people that you guys name as low floor, high ceiling guys were guys who were athletic as shit. Anthony Richardson. That was his main. I'm a Florida fan. That was the main thing, especially after that Utah game. That was the main thing with him. We seen him.
Yeah, he was
He,
wilding.
he got the 2 point conversion. He ran that one thing up the sideline for like a touchdown. Like, that was his thing. Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, they were athletic as hell. But the difference between guys like those and like a Jamarcus Russell, or any other type of athletic quarterback,
Mendoza.
yeah, like Mendoza's more like a high floor, low ceiling type of
I
guy.
thought you were comparing like high floor, low ceiling.
No, no,
My
no.
fault.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was going more so low floor, high ceiling guys who bust versus I was about to say busted.
Yo.
Versus like
Yo. Yo.
versus like other guys is like it depends on like what are the intangibles, what are the outside things like that. Okay, yeah, like okay, you're athletic as hell, but you're just raw as hell as a prospect. Okay, how can we turn you into something so you don't end up like a Ben McLemore or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can we maximize your potential?
Nice pull.
Me personally, what I would do, like I'm safer nowadays, but I'm all for taking a risk. I would probably honestly lean more so on the side of low floor, high ceiling. Cause I when I see potential in a player, unless they're like some of the glaring red flags like work ethic or attitude issues or like the way he treats people or he just doesn't work well with the team, you know, stuff like that. Unless if it's something like that, okay, yeah, get him away from me. I'd rather take like a Cameron Boozer or somebody like that, right? But hey, man, I'll take a shot on somebody who's really athletic, really lengthy, has a lot of potential. Like, fuck it, let's do it.
I agree with Tyson on like I think I want to say where it's at in the draft. I think it's who you're like, what's your franchise, like who you are as a franchise. So like in NBA terms, right? Because in the NFL, like whoever's got the most money is where like most people are signing, right? And then like in the NFL, you got like franchise tags and all that stuff. So like by the time somebody's like really a free agent, they already been in the league 8 9 years. So, but
But
like in the NBA, like there's certain markets where like you're just not getting a free agent.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like for Toronto example, Toronto is a great city, but nobody wants to go to Toronto because of like it's in a different country. So you got to go through customs and all that stuff to even just get back in the United States. So like whenever they get like a quality player or a star player, they either always overpay or like they overcompensate because they probably wouldn't get that quality of player like in free agency. And then the Raptors are never terrible where they will get like the number 1 pick. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I'm a I'm a big like if it's consensus that this player is like going to be that player, like I'm gonna take him. Cause like hindsight is 2020, revisionist history. Like we can always look back 5 years from now and be like, dang, I should have took this player, I should have took that player. But at that time, it was consensus that Michael Beasley was going to be a dog.
Hey
You feel what
man,
I'm saying? Like,
hey.
I also feel like Michael Beasley would have been a dog if he didn't go to Miami. I think I think like getting drafted into the right situations as well.
But like
Like,
with Mike Beasley, it's like he woke up one day and he was Michael Beasley. But
and the next
like
day, he couldn't find him.
couldn't find him. That's what I'm saying.
You know what
Like
I'm saying? But yeah, like, so I just think it's like I think it's a lot of things that goes into play of a player being good, especially a player who is low floor, high ceiling, because you probably have to put in a little more work with that player than somebody who already has a high floor. Because that high floor, you know what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna come in, work. He probably has a routine he's been doing for umpteen amount of years. Like, he knows what he's doing. You know what you're getting out of him. Somebody with a high ceiling, you're going to have to put time in. You're going to have to be patient with them. And teams love to draft these players who need work and need time, but then expect them to be superstars in
good
year
in like
two.
year 2.
Like, that doesn't make sense. If your job is on the line and you need to produce right then and there, why would you take somebody who's going to take 3 to 4 years to develop? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's not the player's fault. That's on y'all for bad scouting and bad decision making.
I also feel like it depends on the sport. In football, I would much rather take the high floor, low ceiling dude.
Facts.
I would
Facts.
much rather do that because team building is easy, and that high floor ceiling, that high floor low ceiling dude, he's just going to be very productive, and that's going to be way more valuable to you years on end. Basketball, I feel like I can get a little bit more risky with it,
It's hard to
because
find a Lamar Jackson.
yeah, exactly,
And
like
then for Lamar Jackson to turn out to be Lamar Jackson, it's tough.
yeah, because even like Lamar coming out, Lamar was like in terms, like in the grand scheme of like Lamar Jackson, he was a Heisman Trophy winner. He was a very athletic quarterback. Those type of guys typically, when they get to the NFL, do not pan out. Like that's
He was
just
an
not
athlete.
something. Yeah, he was very athletic. Majority of his, not majority, but a lot of like his, like the ways he got his shit off was through like scrambling or running the ball. You know what I'm saying? And even though like anybody with 2 eyes could see he could pass the ball, some people had question around his passing abilities. But like him versus like a Justin Fields, you know what I'm saying? Justin Fields, he was athletic. We knew he could run the ball. But whether it be his development or whatever it was, we could definitely see at Ohio State, okay, he can throw the ball. He has the ability to throw the ball, but there are definitely some inconsistencies there that kind of makes you a little hesitant
I'm
on it.
not gonna lie. I was on the train of Justin Fields was gonna be a dog.
Oh,
I
I
for
was
sure was
too.
too.
I
I thought
still,
Justin Fields
I
was gonna
think
be a
if he
dog.
didn't go to Chicago, he would have been straight.
No,
I was gonna say. I was
bro,
gonna say. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
that last year when they got the #1 pick, like, I really thought he was starting to put it together. Like, I really thought he was
I
starting to
was
put it together.
too
But
near
it's
the
just
end.
But
I
like
thought
bad
but it's just
coaching,
like when you have
bad coaching, bad
it's not
development,
even
bad
yeah,
Matt
organization.
that
Eberflus,
Matt
it's
Eberflus,
that,
bro.
but also when you
his
have the
weak
number one
ass.
pick, when you have the number one pick and you have the potential to reset the quarterback clock, because it was going to come to a point where you got to decide if you're paying Justin Fields or not. So when you got a chance to take a Caleb Williams who won a Heisman, you don't got to pay him for you reset the clock for like
Was a
another
better
4 years.
prospect.
He was
It's just
yeah,
like
he was a better
I
prospect.
understand it, but like I really thought like Justin Fields was starting to put it
I
together.
did too. I was a
I would as well.
huge man coming out of Ohio State. I'm like, bro. But once he got drafted to Chicago, like the state that Chicago was in as an organization, and just the type of offense that Chicago runs, and just like Justin Fields
Matt
had to
Eberflus,
like
his
Justin
weak ass.
Fields had to go somewhere, not necessarily where he needed like a quarterback whisperer, but somebody who understood his strengths and weaknesses, wasn't going to try to simulate him into a certain offense, wasn't going to put him into a bunch of high pressure situations and force him to be something he wasn't so early on, and then mess with his confidence over time when he's not performing and force him to do stuff like change his whole ass throwing motion and like not even maximize his skill set. Like it didn't make sense.
I was gonna say that I actually like if we're talking like football, I would actually flip my answer that I would go high ceiling, low floor, especially if we're talking QBs, just because and I'm more so like dependent when it comes to like coaching because of course if you're gonna throw your QB into the fire, i.e. Anthony Richardson, Like, yeah, you can't be shocked when he's out there with a 50-something% completion percentage, and is throwing like garbage because he's not learning anything. But if
That
you
nigga.
were to, but if you were to draft that high floor, low ceiling guy, Patrick Mahomes, and sit him behind Alex Smith, or draft Lamar Jackson and sit him behind Joe Flacco, or and he's not in the same tier. I think he's this guy is more of a low or high ceiling, low floor Fernando Mendoza, but he's sitting
Mendoza.
behind Kirk Cousins. You
You
know, I
think
think that
you think
I
you
think
think Fernando Mendoza is high ceiling, low floor?
yes. Oh, I think he's more of that than he is high floor, like low ceiling type
Nah.
I
of
don't.
QB. I think he's
I
I think
think
he's
he's
like
high
more of a
floor,
I think
low
he
ceiling.
I thought that Fernando Mendoza, like especially coming out of college, I think that he's just like I think he's gonna be a good like quarterback in the NFL. But I don't think that he like Patrick Mahomes was like boom or bust. Josh Allen was boom or bust. Anthony Richardson was boom or bust. I don't see that with
I
Fernando
think
Mendoza. I
Fernando
don't think that he's like a
Mendoza's
boom or
boomer
bust guy.
bust, and his boom ain't even that high.
I don't
I'm not a Mendoza fan.
I don't think
I'm not gonna
Mendoza
lie.
is boom or bust. I think he's going to be a good quarterback.
Yeah, I think
But
that if you
like,
put the guys
No,
around him,
no bullshit.
I think he's
No
gonna be like a Jared
bullshit.
Goff type quarterback.
yes,
No bullshit.
that's what I
I
would
think
say.
if
Well,
Mendoza, if Indiana had lost 3 games and had just a regular bowl game or just got into the playoffs, he's not the first overall pick.
yeah, Mendoza.
I
Yeah,
just want to put
but
that out there. Like the reason he's the first overall pick is because he led them to an undefeated national
Like,
championship.
don't get me wrong. Mendoza is the goods. He's a very good quarterback. He's very accurate with the ball. He's really good at keeping his composure. He can lead a team, and he has a certain type of grit to be able to just get shit done himself. If he has to run the ball, he's gonna run the ball. His decision making seemed pretty sound at Indiana, and it's not like he was just in a situation like. Even though Joe Burrow was one of the ones where he was like, I just have hella talent around me. I have 2 first-round picks at
yeah, Jamar
receivers.
Chase and
Yeah,
Justin
and
Jefferson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the
I have
backfield.
Randy Moss's
Yeah, safety.
son as my goddamn tight end. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't in a situation like that. So like I think he was good, but like I do think he's going to be good, but he didn't really have a whole lot of like, oh, he can be like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL to me. Never saw it.
Yeah. I think that if Mendoza is Jared Goff level QB, I think that's a successful pick.
I think he can be around there. Even though I think
I
Jared
think
Goff
he's
is
Jared
I
Goff
think
level
Jared
QB
Goff
over
is
there.
So like
underrated, but
that's a low ceiling though.
no, it's not.
That's
No,
high
Jared Goff
up.
is a top 10 QB.
Bro,
That's
Jared
not no low
Goff
ceiling.
is like that.
Jared Goff
Bro,
went to a Super
Jared
Bowl.
Goff is
Like, that's not
like
no-
that. What are we
Actually,
talking
Brock
about?
Purdy went to a Super Bowl, Jay.
How is like scraping the top 10 not a low ceiling? Like that's the best he's gonna get.
I
Y'all
don't
are saying
consider
he has
that really
no
a-
chance at top 5.
Do you see the guys that he's going to
Bro,
be competing with?
top
for top
5 is
he's
like-
going to be competing with like Caleb
Bro,
Williams
yeah.
potentially.
Like
I'm
Caleb
saying,
Williams,
to me,
like
if
Bryce
y'all are saying-
Young.
If y'all are
He
saying
had to get
that
his guy in there.
If y'all are saying that he cannot get to top 5, then his ceiling is lower.
He does
I
have
just
a
think-
lower ceiling, but like
Well, I think
him being
because
top
if you
10
lower
in
his
a league
ceiling-
of 30 quarterbacks, I think that's a
it's
pretty
good.
good
I think-
ceiling.
yeah.
I think it's your definition. It's your definition of what a high ceiling is, because like I feel like that's subjective to each person. Like
I think high
obviously,
ceiling
it
is
seems
top
like,
5
It
potential.
seems like to Adam top 5 is high ceiling, but to Tyson, high ceiling might be top 10. So it just depends on like
No.
where do you think high ceiling is.
Like, don't get me. I think
Because if Fernando Mendoza turns into a top 9 quarterback in the league, I mean, I guess he's worth the number 1 pick, but I don't even think he'll get to top 9 in the league. I don't think he's that good.
Like, I think that if you are going number 1 and you're like, if he turns to a top 10 quarterback, this is a good pick. And it's like, I think that that's a lower ceiling pick.
but
Like,
the reason
but
why
his floor is high, so we feel like he'll never be in that bottom 25 and down, or at least I can say that.
But-
Like, I think that his skill set is good enough, infrastructure or whatever, where it wouldn't be that.
that's what I'm saying.
agree.
Like, that's where the team thing comes into account, because we're cool if Francisco Mendoza is like top 9 to 15. Like Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is not some like wowsing, amazing, blow out the water type of quarterback. Like I was never the biggest fan of Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy had a lot of intangibles that made him, okay, yeah, if we just get George Kittle, we get Brandon Ayuk before he went off the rails, if we could just get some good receivers who can do something after the catch, who can fit into the system, and if he can just consistently get the ball in their hands, like the Raiders have, like that's probably what the Raiders think of Francisco Mendoza. We
The
have
only- the
Ashton
only problem with
Genty,
that is,
and we
though,
got Brock
Tyson,
Bowers. Like,
the only problem with that though is Tyson Brock Purdy was like the last pick in the draft, so like they didn't even think the nigga was ever going to play a real meaningful down.
No, for
step down
sure,
the
for
49ers. So
sure.
it's like,
But once
so
things
his
change,
feeling,
though,
like if we're basing it off like where he got drafted, that nigga's ceiling is like the highest.
no,
in the league.
definitely, definitely.
Like, bro, nobody in the last pick even makes a roster. And he's like the franchise quarterback. So
For
you
sure.
know, so it's just like
No, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying it's like
Just comparing skill set.
it's more so like we know this guy is good. We know he's going to be good, and we fully believe in his ability to be able to maximize all of these weapons that we have around him, and we have a head coach who we just saw unlock Sam Darnold. So it's like,
but that's
bro, we don't need you to be Lamar Jackson, Josh
like
Allen, Patrick
the
Mahomes, bro.
thing
We
is
just
though,
need
like
you to
you can
just be cool.
the Raiders, you can say the Raiders have that, but the Raiders haven't proven that either. So like just
I think
because
they're
they
I think
have
they're on
all
the right
these
track.
But
wins,
they have a
just
different.
because they
It's a
have all these,
different organization, though.
I think they're on the right track.
I
I
have
think
to
they're
see it
like
first.
I think
And
they're on the
so
right
like
track.
I'm not
so
mad
like
at you for saying that, but like,
say it was a team who like say it was a team like for the Patriots, for example. The
Mhm.
Patriots still got Robert Kraft. They still like, they still had like the top, like Bill Belichick was going, like the front office was still the same, the infrastructure was still the same. Like, okay, you draft Mac Jones. You didn't draft him like top 10. I think he went like 15. Mac Jones, like
Yeah.
he fans out. Cool. But then you go and you get
Mac
a
Jones is
Drake
decent.
May top 3, and Drake May turns out to be your franchise quarterback. But like, I would have more faith with Drake May going to the Patriots because like I know they've done it before with Tom Brady. Then
I don't think that's fair.
Fernando, I
Yeah,
think
but
it's fair
that's two different
because it's
situations.
I
not though,
don't.
because Fernando Mendoza is going to the Raiders and like they're
But like
expecting Fernando Mendoza to save the Raiders.
but
Bro, the
they're
Raiders
not
have
doing
been
that.
They're
bad for
not though.
years.
But
They're not.
listen,
They're
but
not.
here's
They're not.
here's the
Bro.
difference though. Here's the difference. This Raiders organization that we know is Clint Kubiak and his whole staff. This isn't the Pete Carroll, I forget bro name, but the
Raiders,
black
yeah.
quarterback the black coach they had before him, the
Rich
John,
Bisaccia- well,
I mean
Rich
not John
Bisaccia,
Gruden,
like
You talking about Pierce?
yeah, Pierce.
Yeah.
This isn't those same Raiders. That isn't them anymore. I can't just look at your organization if y'all have different people in the building. That means like with the Chicago Bulls, I'd have to look at the Chicago Bulls, even though they just drafted Caleb Wilson. I have to be like, but they're the Bulls, and I've seen what they've done over the last decade. I don't really believe that any of that shit is going to pan out. No, they have a whole new GM. They have an entirely new coach. They
you
have damn
can
near a
though.
whole new.
You
No,
can
I can't.
though.
That is I don't know what this
Bro,
team and what this staff looks like. That's
I'll say
unfair.
this, with some organizations that just have like cancerous ownership, sure. Like
Yes,
you can definitely
yes.
say
Yes,
that.
the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
I'm talking
Yes.
about the No, we're not talking about the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Or the
No,
Browns.
The Browns are the Jets and the Browns are literally
Jets
the two
and
like
Browns,
top
yes.
prime examples. No, not the Cowboys. We're consistently good.
Y'all
We've
ain't
been
won shit in
consistently
30
good.
years because of Jerry Jones.
Y'all haven't either. So like, just relax.
I don't never claim to say we're gonna win every year.
But my point, I don't either. But anyway, that's just a mean thing. But anyway, like to Tyson's point, one, the Raiders didn't draft Fernando Mendoza to just instantly save him because if they did, he would be starting, and we know they're not starting. Like the difference between Caleb Williams and Fernando Mendoza, the Bears drafted Caleb Williams to save them.
Yes.
We knew he was starting instantly.
But,
we knew that he was billed as a potential generational
you
guy.
just made my point. You just made my point. That's exactly. It's like, okay, we were talking about Justin Fields and them. We was talking about Justin Fields, Matt Eberflus. Okay, cool. We get them out the door. We get a legit coach who can build around and maximize his Ben Johnson, who can maximize his quarterback skill set and can maximize the team. And now we're in the playoffs.
Now the Bears look good. Yeah,
Bro,
it's a whole different.
Because it's new. There are new people in the building.
You don't draft a quarterback at 1 to not save your franchise.
Yes,
I'm
you
not saying that,
can.
like
Yes, you can. Yes,
I'm
you
not saying that
can.
Fernando Mendoza. I'm not saying that Fernando
If you
Mendoza
don't-
isn't going to be like their franchise
listen.
guy, but he doesn't. He's not expected to be
Jay,
the
now I'm
starter.
on Tyson because now Tyson just said no, you can't. In the NFL, 9 times out of 10, the number one prospect or like not even number one prospect, but like everybody's looking for a franchise quarterback, and in most of the drafts you're gonna have at least one. The number one pick is so valuable. The number one pick is so valuable. If you don't feel like you're drafting a franchise quarterback to save your team, or you don't feel like you're drafting a player that will change your franchise, you trade out of the first round pick and get draft capital. You stayed at number one. You stayed at number one because you felt like Fernando Mendoza was coming to save your franchise.
I don't think that's how
What are
they
you
looked
talking
at
about?
Fernando Mendoza. I don't think they looked at him
Maybe-
as a franchise savior.
So why
I
take
think
him at one?
because he's a good quarterback who can supply the ball to the people on the team. That's
You can-
why.
in the second-
This is
you
why
can find the
situation
second round.
matters.
I'll
There's
have to
not a
disagree
singular
with a
quarterback
lot
in
of
this
it.
draft class. There's not a singular quarterback in this draft class who you can look at as a franchise
Okay, so
quarterback.
don't
But
take-
you
don't
can
take
look
him
at
at one.
because it's all about getting who you want. They wanted Fernando Mendoza because they looked at Fernando Mendoza and said, hey, this dude is pretty good. And we believe that he can be our franchise quarterback. He's not going to be a Patrick Mahomes, a Josh Allen, a Lamar Jackson, a Joe Burrow, but he can do good enough behind that center to get these niggas the ball. That is what they viewed him as. If they viewed him as a franchise savior, he's going to be out there starting week one.
I
about to say, Adam,
disagree
get
with
what you gonna
this
get off?
take, though. Just feel like if you're gonna draft somebody, I definitely agree with Matt. Like if you're drafting a quarterback with the first pick overall, you expect him, even if he's not top 5 because of how elite the top 5 is, he's gonna be good enough to win a Super Bowl with us, which I think puts him in a different
I agree with
category.
that.
And I think that that's what the Raiders are looking at. I also don't agree with the fact that just because he's not starting this year doesn't mean that they're not looking at him to be the savior. I think that Vegas has been looking for a quarterback forever, / the Raiders have been looking for a quarterback forever since like the Derek Carr experiment really failed. And like they feel like this is their guy who can be there 10 years and lead them. One day we put the pieces around him to win a Super Bowl. Now, I also think that there's a difference in mindset when you draft Caleb Williams and you feel like you're drafting Superman, where it's like, we got to get him some help because he's this talented, versus we're going to, kind of cultivate this experience with Mendoza because we feel like he has some limitations that some of these other guys don't have. But I don't think that doesn't mean that they don't view him as a franchise savior. I think that they still feel like that because you're drafting him as a quarterback first overall.
I mean, that's where I'm at, but I don't think it's everything if he doesn't work out. I think they are probably like bummed because it's a first overall pick for sure, but they needed a quarterback.
That's not true, bro. Because if it was, bro, my thing is, bro, like if you didn't think that he was that good to be one, it was so much talent in the top end of that draft. Where if you wanted to take somebody else, one that wasn't a quarterback, fine. Don't take an edge at one if you wanted to. If you felt like a receiver was good enough to be at one, take one or drop down to 2 and take a receiver or an edge if you felt like it would have been more valuable at 2 or 3. And then because you signed Kirk Cousins, the draft class next year, the quarterback draft class next year is way better.
It's gonna be gnarly.
So if you felt
sure.
like,
Is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be
Yes.
better. It's gonna be better. Then we got Dante Moore, Julian Sand, Trinidad Chambliss.
Listen, none of these guys move the needle for me.
If he ends up being who we
None
think
of
he's gonna be,
these
that draft
guys
class
move
is
the
gonna be
needle for
gnarly.
me. Dante Moore is close, but
Dante
none of
Moore?
those guys. Dante Moore,
Dante Moore
I
would've been the
see,
number
I
2
see
pick if
it.
he came out this year.
I see it, but none of those guys move the needle for me.
My
None
thing
of
is,
them.
though, bro, my thing is, me personally,
Trinidad
I
nice though.
feel like if you didn't think Fernando Mendoza was there to save your franchise, you take somebody who can make an impact on your team now. You still sign Kirk Cousins and you're bad next year for another quarterback. Because that draft class is going to be better. That QB class is going to be better than this.
I think save your franchise is just too far for me. I don't think they're viewing him as a
When
franchise
you take somebody
savior.
at one, a quarterback, you want them to be your franchise quarterback for the next 10 to 15
true.
years.
Yeah, at least the
You want them to
cornerstone
save your
of
franchise.
the rebuild. You want
Yeah,
him
I
to be
mean
the
for
leader of the
sure,
rebuild.
for sure. But
So
like
is AJ DeBonta not about to save the Wizards franchise, or do you not want him to save
AJ
the Wizards franchise?
DiAbanza and friends and Mendoza, I mean, talent wise in their respective sports, couldn't be further. Couldn't be further from each other.
You're proving my point.
Couldn't be further
You're
from
proving my point.
No, nigga, you just named a
you're
arguably
proving my
generational
point.
guy with a guy who is
No,
just
they
going to be
won't.
a game manager for their franchise. What are we talking about?
You're proving my point.
I'll
You're
say this:
proving my point.
when I think franchise savior, like when I truly think franchise savior, like I get what you're saying, Matt. Like if you have the number 1 pick and you're drafting a QB at number 1, you expect this man to be like the guy under center for the next 10 years. That this is the guy who we could potentially be. I think if you draft the QB in the top 5, that the top 5 or even potentially top 10 with the draft like 2024. This is the guy that we want for the next 10 plus years. This is the guy that we see under center for the next 10 plus years. I definitely get that. However, when I think franchise savior, I think of Joe Burrow. Like, no question, he will be the starter. Like when we draft him, Caleb Williams, no question, he will be the starter when we draft him.
Yes, exactly.
But like Fernando Mendoza, we know that he's not going to be starting. He might not start till like week 7, or maybe or whenever Kirk Cousins starts to just play god awful.
Drake made it and start when he first was a rookie, but he was their franchise savior. Drake made it and start.
Yeah, I understand. No, I definitely understand it. I think that there's definitely like a quote unquote level to that.
Yes,
like Drake wasn't immediately starting. He had to sit. He sat behind. He sat behind. What's his name?
Who you have. If you have the insurance of being able to be like, bro, we want to let him grow, we're gonna let him grow, versus having to throw. I don't think anybody wants to throw their rookie quarterback out there. I'm not gonna lie, it's very rare. Versus being forced with the like, well, the rookie is the best player, we might as well go with this. So like, I think that if they hadn't gotten Kirk Cousins, it wouldn't even like. I think that it's a smarter move to let him do that, but I just think that they're being careful. I don't think that it's about his talent level versus anything else.
But
I do agree.
Go ahead.
If you go in the top 10 as a quarterback, you're looking, regardless of where you see yourself ending, you're looking at that guy being the person on the podium. If you're Bo Nix and you get picked by the Broncos are expecting Bo Nix to be the person winning Super Bowl MVP, regardless if you don't feel like Bo Nix can be a top 5 quarterback in the league or not.
Okay, Tyson, quick question, because I feel like you would know the answer to this question.
Mhm.
When y'all drafted Bryce Young, did y'all have Andy Dalton on the roster at that point?
No.
Y'all didn't? Okay.
No.
I was about to say, because if y'all
but-
did, I was going to be like,
No, because
Bryce Young was immediately starting, but
and-
y'all had Andy Dalton on the roster. But if y'all didn't, then it is what it is.
I think this is my thing, right? I'm not denouncing the point of Francisco, of people looking at Mendoza as like, okay, yeah, he's going to be a franchise cornerstone. He's going to be our quarterback of the future. He's going to be our quarterback for like a good little minute. Like, that is the hope for him. But when I think of a franchise savior, when I think of, hey, we're drafting this guy and everything is on him, I'm thinking of, yeah, we're the Chicago Bears, we get Caleb Williams. Yeah, we're the Washington Wizards, we get Diabasa. Yeah, we're the Dallas Mavericks, we just lost Luka Doncic, we're getting Cooper Flag. Yeah, we're the Bengals, we've been bad for however long, we're getting Joe Burrow. Yeah, we're the Ravens, Joe Flacco is starting to fall off, like he's taking a steep decline. We're getting Lamar Jackson. Like, these are guys who literally, like, they are the piece. They are the piece that's being built around. They are the guy who we're focusing our franchise around. That is what makes you a savior. Francisco Mendoza, he is a part of the franchise. He is going to be a crucial part in the offense. But he's not any of the guys I just named. He's going to be a crucial part of the franchise. He's going to be a big guy. They're trusting for him to deliver the ball to these guys, but they are not building around him. If he doesn't pan out, I don't think they're going to be like, okay, maybe it's Genty, maybe it's Bowers, maybe we should just try something else and get some new guys around him because he's just that good. No.
So why the fuck do you take him at 1?
All right, I explained why.
Why do you take him at 1? Like,
Because if you are in a situation like the Raiders. No, if you are in a situation, it's situation matters, organization matters. If you are in a situation like the Raiders, and Nick, you're a 49ers fan, you should know this. If you're in a situation like the Raiders, you are able to identify like, hey, we know we need a quarterback. Like, our team, do we have holes on our team that we could fill? Yes, for sure. But the main thing we need to figure out first is a quarterback. We just need a quarterback that we believe is good enough to take us to the Super Bowl. We don't need somebody who we think can be a game changer. We don't need anybody who we feel like is just going to compete with some of the top guys in the NFL. We just need a guy who we can believe is good enough to take us to a Super Bowl. And when you see a guy like Brock Purdy have a level of success, when you see like a guy like Jalen Hurts have a certain level of success, when you see these quarterbacks who aren't just extraordinarily talented be able to lead their team to the Super Bowl largely because of the team that was built around them, yeah, we'll take it Fernando Mendoza first.
Jalen Hurts was drafted in where? The second round.
Brock
My nigga, you're missing. You missed the point. You completely missed the point. You missed the point. Yes, you did.
No, I understand what Tyson. Listen, I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, you don't take a game manager number 1.
They did.
If you take number 1, if you go number 1, and you have like you have all these expectations in him, and then he turns out to be a game manager. If he turns out to be a Jared Goff, ooh, serviceable quarterback who can lead me to the playoffs, possibly get me to the Super Bowl. That's fine. But the Rams did not take Jared Goff. Like, yeah, we're going to trade him for Matt Stafford in a few years because he's just going to be a game
The
manager.
Rams
No, they did
and
not
the
do
Raiders
that.
were in two different situations.
What are you talking about? The Rams were ass.
The Raiders,
ass.
the Rams didn't have a Genty and a fucking Brock Bowers.
Did they have? No, they didn't have Gurley. They didn't have Gurley yet. They didn't have Gurley yet.
No,
That's true.
his
They did
ass
not
was
have
still
Gurley.
at Georgia.
That's a fact.
No,
They didn't have
Gurley
Gurley.
was there. Jared Goff was drafted.
What year was Jared Goff
2016.
drafted?
2016.
Gurley was drafted in
2016.
2015. No, I thought he was drafted.
Oh yeah, they did have Gurley.
Oh, so
No, yeah,
1
you're
year
right.
Gurley.
They did have Gurley.
1 year Gurley.
They did have Gurley. This is
1
basically
year
the same
Gurley.
thing.
1 year Gurley.
They did have Gurley. They had Gurley at that point, but they also had Jeff
Yeah,
Fisher.
Todd Gurley
Late
was
Yeah,
night.
they had
Gurley
Jeff
was drafted
Fisher.
in 2015. Bro,
Yeah.
bro,
1
we
year
don't have to
Gurley.
agree to disagree, but Tyson,
We
you
are.
don't draft a game manager at one. You
I
don't
see-
draft.
I
They
see what-
did. They did. And I understand why they did, and I don't disagree with it. They did. That's exactly what they did.
I see what Tyson's saying though. I see what Tyson's like.
Because
I don't 100%
think about the
agree,
draft.
but, like, I
You're
see what
picking.
saying.
You're picking. The draft is you are picking somebody who you think is the right fit for your franchise, and that's what they
Yeah.
did.
There's a such thing as draft value and draft position. If like that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you felt like you could, bro, if you wanted a serviceable quarterback, bro, you could have found that in the second round. When you draft
Who?
a quarterback, a quarterback is when you're building a team, right?
Yes.
When you're building a team, you building at the most important position. That is quarterback.
Yes.
That is the most important position.
Yes.
So why would you just want to go get a game manager at number one? It's so, bro. If you, bro,
Game managers,
so
game
much
managers can
value in
win.
trading.
Like,
Nigga, Brock
It's so
Purdy and
much value
Jalen
in
Hurts. What the
trading
fuck? I just named two game managers who
Yes,
made to the
bro,
Super Bowl, bro. But
Mark
you're
Jackson
talking about their
won.
pick value. But I'm telling
That's
you,
what we're talking about.
no, that's not what I'm. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what T-Lo was talking about.
Bro, Jay, go to
You
MLB
can-
hour, bro.
I mean,
Go to MLB hour. Man.
I'll say this.
I'm
I'll
not
say
gonna
this.
keep talking about this.
You
bro.
can.
Go to MLB hour, bro.
I'll say this, bro. You can win with game managers. We've seen like game manager type
I'm
QBs
not saying
that
you
got
can't
drafted
win
high
with a
that we
game
can win.
manager, but they're not, bro. They didn't draft them to be a game manager.
But when
That's what
you
I'm trying
see
to tell
game
you.
managers go to the Super Bowl and one gets one, then guess what you can do? Oh fuck, we see this good ass game manager at Indiana. Nigga, come on down. Come to the casino. Come play slots.
Please
Hey,
go to
man.
MLB hour.
Come
bro.
play blackjack.
Great stay on that side segment, man. Great stay on that side segment. I can't even lie about that one. So MLB hour, I'm gonna like get through this again quick because the All-Star weekend is next week. First and foremost, we gonna start with again the Dodgers. First team to go to win 60 wins. Even with all of their injuries, they're still the best team in baseball, and it's astounding. I sent this in our IG group chat. No other team would be able to get away with having this many injuries throughout the year and still being the
I
by
did
far
see
best
that.
team in baseball.
Yeah, I did see
And they are still the best team in baseball, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Speaking of absolutely ridiculous, Tyler Tolbert, a fringe starter for the KC Royals, had 12 consecutive hits at bat, which ties a long-standing 74-year record. Like,
Oh, he's mid.
Mid for sure, but like
No.
12 consecutive hits at bat. No, 12 consecutive hits at bat is nothing to sneeze at. Again, this is a record that stood for 74 years. Motherfuckers lived fuul lives and died before this thing was before this ever be done again.
Thrown up today kind of pissed me off. It blew me.
So, okay, next we got Ryan O'Hearn. He posted one of the greatest offensive games ever recently. Ryan O'Hearn for the Pittsburgh Pirates hit 3 home runs and drove in 10 runs by himself. A record 10 RBI. A franchise record 10 RBIs in a game against the Atlanta Braves, joining an extremely short list of players that accomplished that feat. Next, the Tampa Bay Rays have overtaken the Yankees in the AL East. The Yankees in their last 10 games have gone 2 of 8, partially because, like I've said previously, Aaron Judge is out for like 46 weeks still. But still, they're kind of in a battle with the Tampa Bay Rays. Another team that is kind of surging, my Texas Rangers have surged back and are neck and neck with the Mariners for the AL West. Love to see it. They were
Bro, you just said you
dog
was a
shit.
Dodgers fan, bro. Pick a team.
Bro, I said I like the
He
Dodgers.
said he-
If I had to pick, I said we could go back and look at the film. If I had
Actually-
to pick a team, I'm saying Rangers. Go back and
Actually-
look at the film. I've said Rangers.
And we're going to talk about this after All-Star break. Since All-Star break is coming up, the playoffs is coming up. I will be officially picking my MLB team very soon.
Okay, let us see. Let us see.
Are you not just a Braves fan?
I don't know.
That might be his
So,
team.
I don't
Shit,
really.
I ain't
you
gonna
know.
lie.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
ain't gonna lie.
I can't. I can't pick the Braves.
I was a
Why?
real bandwagon. I was a real bandwagon nigga. Like when I was younger, I was a
Yeah, I don't want to
Giants
be
fan
like
because
Matt. You see what I'm saying?
they had won like 3 World Series in 6 years. They had Madison Bumgarner, Buster Posey. I was like, I'm a Giants fan for that.
Hey, Buster Posey from Lee County, man. More you know.
Yo. So, but last but not least, in the NL East, absolute bloodbath. The Braves, Phillies, and Marlins all have 50+ wins. They're duking it out for that first seed in the NL East.
The Braves fell off though, ain't it? Are they back? Right?
Who you talking about?
The Braves.
Yeah, they're back right. They're currently leading that division, but like I said, it's one game apiece. That division could flip on its head literally within the next few days going into the All-Star break. So Braves, Phillies, and Marlins are all basically going to be battling it out for that number one seed. And it looks like that's probably going to be the case for the rest of the year because the Marlins have been surging. The Phillies have been consistently good the entire year, and the Braves are a World Series favorite. So that's basically all for the MLB hour. Like I said, All-Star break is coming up, home run derby is coming up. My boy Byron Buxton got hurt. Shout out to MLBBro.com. I predicted his All-Star starter campaign. But my man's got hurt. So
I mean, damn. Look
yeah,
at you, shit. They need to get your ass on Sports Center.
You got bad crap on you, buddy.
Bro, watch out, bro. But
No.
like I say, it's cool. It's cool though. They're gonna kind of rest him for the rest of the All-Star for the rest of the All-Star break and basically get him back in tune when the season continues. So but it is what it is. Like I said, Rangers are kind of coming back. I love to see that. Dodgers are still the best team in baseball though. It's really gonna take a world class, especially if they're healthy by the time the playoffs. If they're healthy, it's gonna get scary.
No, I'm
And
definitely
they could be three-peating
for my
very, very soon.
for my team. I'm thinking a team that's like it can't be a bandwagon. That's why I can't be the Braves. The Braves are actually good, but it needs to be a sneaky little team that niggas gonna be like. You know that TJ McConnell meme where he doing like this and it's like I had y'all niggas shook though. That's the
Hey,
type
the
of
Marlins?
yeah.
The Marlins
I
look
see.
decent. The Marlins look decent.
That's the type of team I need. Where it's like, oh, like they might not beat them niggas, but if they beat them niggas, it still be a big deal, but it'd be crazy.
I'm gonna just bandwagon this one. I ain't gonna cap.
I mean, we
Go
know
ahead and be a Braves fan, bro. It's cool, bro.
You're a
I'm
Thunders
just
fan.
bandwagoning all of it.
You're a Thunder fan. You're a 49ers fan. I mean, that's all you know.
Nigga, I bet.
That's all you know.
I'm not gonna get on you, man. I know the lore. I'm not gonna get on you, man.
Yeah, bro. Niggas know the
I'm not
lore,
gonna
bro.
get
He
on
just
you.
trying to troll.
That's all he.
I ain't gonna get on you.
Fuck your haircut. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, hey. I ain't doing
Hey, Tyson's a Panthers fan. Like he's like actually like in the gutter. He's,
bro,
like,
I am a
started from the bottom of the
Panthers,
store.
a Wizards, and a Florida fan. Do you know the past 10 years I've gone through?
Adam, don't do that, bro. You're also a Kentucky fan. You at
You're
least have
a
one,
Kentucky,
you have
a
one
Browns, and
program
a
to be proud
Nets
of.
fan. My nigga,
How does
game recognized game. What the fuck is we talking about, bro? We're both shitty.
Browns, Nets, Auburn, yeah.
Bro, we're both
Auburn
shitty, bro.
football,
I ain't like
safety.
We're both shitty.
Adam, brother. I don't know how you do it, bro.
We're both
I would
shitty,
not
bro.
be happy.
Bro, he's apathetic towards like all of these organizations, except for the Nets now because they have Julius Randle. Let's go.
And Mikel.
But, like, yeah, let's go.
That's a perfect segue, though.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, sir.
wait,
Perfect
well,
segue, man.
first, one thing I didn't want to talk about before we got into summer league stuff is, like we got some little minor moves like that we can talk about. Breaking news. Apparently, make sure I get it right. Mo Bamba is going to the Utah Jazz, guys. I mean, generational prospect. I mean, we all remember what he was coming out of Texas, a guy that can do it all. Wembanyama before Wembanyama. I mean, him, Darren Peterson, Laurie Marketing, Jaren Jackson Jr., I mean, Keontae George. That team might be title contenders. I'm not gonna lie. How we feeling, fellas? How we feeling?
Bro, what's the next thing you're talking about?
The big things is Rui to the Clips. DeMar got released from the Kings, and D Mitch got his extension. Rui to the Clips. Apparently, I heard that like he wanted to go back to the Lakers, but the Lakers kind of like bullshitted him on this offer, if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy because like they kind of needed a
they
four.
need him.
Yeah.
That isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, Rui was like one of the. I mean, I know Rui would be a little inconsistent, but like Rui was definitely one of the players that they got near the tail end of that LeBron, AD experiment and even Luca experiment that like was not a consistent scorer, but like if you needed 20 from Rui
Yeah,
can get you 20.
throughout
Rui
the
can get you
whole
20. The
time,
Nah,
playoffs.
he was like one of the only guys who you could reliably look at and be like, hey, like I just need you right now. Outside of LeBron and Luca, you can even look at Austin
Mhm.
but
Reeves for
I
that.
ain't gonna cap like for Rui. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather talk about Summer League first. Well,
I mean, we
it
can.
doesn't matter because I doesn't matter because I got 100 bars for like Rui going to the Clippers, and not in a bad way though. Like not in a bad way, but
I mean,
no, I
yeah,
No,
like
no,
it.
no,
I,
we can
I
go.
think
We can go summer league.
I think like they might be banking for Jonathan Kuminga at this point. Like at this point, all signs lead to the Lakers getting Kuminga,
They're trying to make the
and
Mavs 2024 all over again, just in a Lakers
and
uniform.
again, I don't understand what the big thing is about him going to LA. Like it wouldn't be a good move. But hey,
I mean, I heard the
shout out
Lakers
Rui to
and
LA.
Kuminga are like far apart in contract talks, but I
Bro,
mean,
Kuminga is not getting anything he
regardless,
think he's supposed to be getting, so he might as well go ahead
but
and take that 2-year, $20 million deal, get his
regardless,
trade value with playing with Luca, and then get the fuck on.
Kuminga. I mean, Kuminga on the
Yeah.
Lakers, like the idea of him is cool, but he just don't move me like that,
What do
man.
you
That
what do you
execution.
expect? You know what?
Just
We
don't
can get
move
into
me
that
like
after.
that, man.
Let's talk about summer league.
Summer
Adam,
League.
your boy Mikhail played his first game since February.
Mikel played his first game. Adam, how'd
Y'all
you feel
drafted
about the
him.
game? Actually,
Yeah,
his
y'all
first
drafted
game.
him over Darius Akov.
Oh,
Jaeger had a great game. Year 2 of Jaeger. You know what I'm saying, like, how you feeling as a Brooklyn Nets fan, dog?
I think that Michael looked really good. If you watch just the way that he moved, stuff like that, shot it from a high clip from 3.
he looks healthy.
Yeah, looked healthy. Had a lot of like real explosiveness, wiggle, like in his dribble, things like that. Great playmaking, which I know we thought was a concern. So it was
That
good to see that.
pass, bro. That
Yeah, that pass is
pass.
crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So, like,
Yeah, no,
how well do you think they'll be able to play together, Jaeger and Mikhail?
I think it'll be good. I mean, I watched probably like 10 to 15 Nets games before I gave up last year. But like from what I've seen, what I've heard, Igor is like really good off the ball, and like almost better off the ball. And so I think that if you have it where they're both kind of splitting point guard touches and things like that, it could work out well. But specifically Igor, I'm really excited about him. I had been hip to his game probably like the February before he got drafted, and was excited when we took him. Felt like he could be a real high ceiling, like low floor kind of player.
I feel
And
like
I
he
think
need
that he's
another
gonna end
year.
up being really good. And he looks great. Looked great so far, shooting the ball at a high clip. Really, still finding passing lanes, things like that. So it's what you would want to see from your second year player in summer league.
Right, his ass
So,
did
like,
a
I know it's
windmill. I said, "Oh, you're moving
yeah.
different."
So I know it's summer league, right? And like niggas are not playing defense for real. But like,
Mm,
how do you think it will look? Like, I don't think Jaeger's playing like niggas who need roster spots are locking in on defense. But like, how do you think it will look defensively with Mikhail and Jaeger in your backcourt?
I think that there are probably some concerns, but I would also say I'm a firm believer that like basketball defense is like also a team thing, and so if you get guys around you who can kind of like help your players not be so isolated, it'll help the team in general. So like I don't know if y'all remember like and Gobert was with the Jazz and they had like a horrible defensive backcourt, but they were still a top,
Hey,
2 or
D
Yeah,
whatever
Mitch.
they
defensive
they
year
funneled everything to Rudy Gobert in the
because
paint.
they were funneling
Kyrie
everything
might.
inside.
Oh yeah.
And so I think that if you can do that or get great wing defenders and things like that, I think that they'll be in
I mean,
good
you got
shape.
Julius
And I think that
Randle.
they'll just be better defenders as they get better.
You got Julius Randle. I don't know what their 5-man looks like. What their 5-man rotation looks like right now.
They're on sharp
Dayron is a
unless they get
dog. Dayron is a dog.
Jalen Duren. But every day go by, it looks more like Jalen Duren staying with Detroit. So
For sure. For sure. I really liked the way Mikal looked. And it's really more so the way he moved. He looked healthy versus him at Louisville. He looked like the guy that I seen in those U17 U18 matches like a year ago before he went to Louisville. He looked very explosive, looked very comfortable, he looked very confident. Like he took some shots that I was like, hey, why the fuck are you taking that? But like I admire the confidence. You know what I'm saying? You're not scared to take those shots where they go in because they didn't go in. Where they go in or not, bro. I really liked it. But I liked the way he controlled the offense. He was really nice with passing with his offhand, really good at navigating the screens and the pick and rolls, which is like something I'm sure is probably gonna be used a decent amount out there, but just the way he read the floor and the way he just commanded attention. There were a lot of times where he was asking for the ball, even when like a guy like Jaeger had the ball. He's like, yo, like, give me the ball. I really enjoy that because it seems like he is the guy who Brooklyn believes can be like their lead guy. You know what I'm saying? The guy who they can build around.
Yeah.
And what I saw was really encouraging. Like especially the way he was moving, it just looked like yeah, like this is the same guy I remember watching who looked on the same floor as guys like Diabansa, and just a bunch of other high level prospects who were playing with him in those U17 matchups. He looked like the best player on the floor. Looked like that same guy.
Yeah, I liked it. For everything y'all both said, but I think just another thing that like is big for at least Brooklyn. It looked like the way he plays basketball is an exciting style of play, and he'll bring fans in to see him play. And like in Brooklyn, like they're the little brother to New York, and then New York just won a championship, so it's like
They need to go back to New Jersey.
niggas really ain't messing with Brooklyn. So like, but to have a young guard, you know what I'm saying? Because like, of course, say somebody like Cam Boozer, if they had an opportunity to take Cam Boozer, you take Cam Boozer 10 out of 10 times. But like at that position where they were at, to get a guard who has the potential to be like your lead point guard on a really good team, but
Top
to
guard in
also
the
have a
league.
level like, but to also have a level of excitement to come with it, I think is like like a it's a beautiful thing for the Brooklyn Nets because like you'll get to see your young star, your young guard like grow. But it's like even in them down times where y'all might not be winning, it's like when I go and see him play, it's a chance I'm gonna go see some crazy shit happen when he's on the court. So
I like that.
Mikel, that first game was promising with Mikel
Very encouraging.
for sure.
Um,
I want to talk about like the Star Summer League though. The nigga who should have with number one. I
we
said it.
okay. Anyways,
I thought he should have
all
went
right.
number one. He should have went number one
Yeah,
before
He's
these games.
not.
I
He's
said it.
not better than AJ Diabonsa, bro. He's AJ Diabonsa. You like, and the thing is,
Listen,
you can't
listen.
get
I
better
will
than
give you
AJ
this.
Diabonsa.
Listen,
AJ
I'll
Diabonsa
give
is
you
the
this.
best player in the world. Like, what are we talking about?
I'll give you this, Tyson. Not that bullshit, but I will give you that AJ hasn't played yet. AJ hasn't played yet. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we got.
It's
Listen,
2 games versus
we're going
0.
to war tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to war.
Look,
What?
I haven't seen too much of the summer league, but I have seen Darren Peterson. That
Nah,
nigga
listen, I
was
ain't gonna lie.
wilding.
I'm not gonna lie.
What? What?
That
I ain't gonna lie.
nigga was
I
wilding.
I wanna say like so far, before you go, so far, every like all the reasons I thought he should go one,
He's proven.
he's proved it. As in just like, bro,
He looked like
having a six,
Kobe. He looked like
bro,
Kobe, man. He looked like Kobe.
come
he
on,
don't
like
look like Kobe,
He
but
looked
like
like Kobe. He
he
looked like
does look
bro, the
really
way
Kobe,
he's
good.
man.
able so far, the way he's been able to score off of an ISO, he's playing in it like I think a lot of the concern for people were like I think the most assists he had in a college game last year was 4.
Or
For him to be able for how efficient he's been able to play out of the pick and roll and make the right decision, but also still give you 25. And again, it's just summer league, but it's like if he's able to score whenever he wants on any defender, but still also run an offense and be efficient and make the right decisions in the pick and roll, and he's 6'6", he's not like he's a small guard. Like, bro,
no,
like
Darren has like this thing, and my friend texted it to me too as the game was going on, of just making everything look easy. Like
yes,
everything that he does out there in the court just looks like just so natural to him. And I mean, I knew this at Kansas, not because of the Kansas film, really what I saw from him in high school more so, because that was like more encouraging stuff that you kind of dive into. But like, no, DP, I saw that game last night, him versus Cam Boozer. Yeah, no, he was the primary ball handler, and you could tell that he just had a certain control. He plays at his own pace. He feels like every shot that he puts up is going in. He can make every single shot on the floor, and I mean, nigga, he's. I mean,
and also
it's nothing that I didn't know beforehand.
And also, like, the concern of like having a Keontae George and a Darren Peterson backcourt, like of who would be the point guard, who would be the two. Again, just summer league, but to see how promising it looked as him being the lead ball handler,
I
like he can easily be the one, and Keontae George can be the two.
no.
And I think so. The
Like
way,
he
bro,
can, but
I'm not,
Keontae's
bro.
play style is more so meant for a one guard, like for a point guard.
I don't think so. I think Keontae can play the two guard.
I don't. It's not. I
Bro,
don't
he
think he
played with Isaiah. He
can.
I
played with
don't
Isaiah.
think that I don't think Book should play. I mean, I don't think that DP should play the one, but I think that he can take like a Devin Booker role where it's like a
Yes.
lot of
Yes.
playmaking opportunities for him.
Yes. Exactly.
The only reason I say that DP can play the one is because, like, yes, Keontae George was your lead ball handler last year, but also the only other person at that guard spot for it was Isaiah Collier.
Shout
And
out
Isaiah
Atlanta.
Collier is a real
Shout out
Isaiah Collier
Willer.
is a real point guard. Like, he's passing the ball. He'll have 13, 14 assists and 4 points. Like,
I mean,
he had somebody where, like, Keontae had somebody where, like, bro, just give me the ball and let me work type vibe. Like, it's not going to be like that with Darren Peterson. And all I'm saying is, like, the way he controlled the offense as your lead guard, it just looked promising to me. And I've seen Keontae play off the two, and I think he can do that. I think Keontae coming off of screens and coming off of like elevator screens and curls and all that stuff, like, and they can like flip flop too. Like, they don't
yeah.
have to be like DP full on one and Keontae full on two. But I just think it'll work. Like, people saying it wasn't going to work, I think it'll work
I
just
think
fine.
I never was in the camp of believing it wasn't gonna work. Like the niggas who said that, I was like, "There's no way you watch basketball," because like the thing is, like Keontae in high school, Keontae at when he was in college, and even with the Utah Jazz. Not just from a size perspective, but like I think Adam explained it perfectly. It can be like not saying Keontae is Chris Paul, but like a Chris Paul, Devin Booker thing. Keontae is more suited for one. I think his play style and his size more so suits him from the one. But at the end of the day, these are both guys. I think Keontae is probably like better off the ball than Chris Paul was. So Keontae can be the guy while Darren Pearson has the ball to like come off of screens and do all those things, but I think you'll be more suited if you put Keontae at the one, let him run the offense, be a point guard because he has shown the ability to do that. And then just let Darren Pearson do the thing that he's best at, which is score the ball, which is exactly what the Phoenix Suns did with Devin Booker. Yes, if it came to it and it's just DP out there, Keontae's taking the rest, and you got a guy at point guard, maybe not Isaiah Collier or somebody who you don't want the ball in. Put the ball in DP's hands primarily. Let him run the offense because, I mean, shit, he showed that he can definitely run the offense. However, I think he's just best suited at that two spot next to Keontae. And then they just like flip flop, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, shit, that backcourt, I said it on Twitter, that backcourt has the potential in the next like 3 years. Shit, I mean, really, damn near next year with the way DP is looking, because I damn near think he can average 20 this season to be one of the best backcourts in the NBA for sure. For sure. Y'all want to talk about the other side? Oh no, go ahead, Jay. My fault.
I was literally just gonna say that like I said, I haven't paid too much attention to the summer league, especially because my team hasn't played yet. But yeah, I have seen Darren Peterson, and like I said, bro, he looked like Kobe. And if he's anything that I think that he was, because I'm with Matt, I did think that he was gonna go number one. I thought that he was just skill wise better than AJ DeBonson. Not to say that AJ DeBonson was bad or anything. Not to say that the
I
Wizards
mean,
made a
AJ
bad pick.
DeBonson is the best player in the world, guys. Like, can we stop this delusional shit, bro?
Okay.
God damn.
No, all right.
I think
But like I like that again. Not to say that AJ DeBonta is like a bad pick or anything. As a matter of fact, I think that relating to our SOS segment, I think that AJ DeBonta probably has a higher floor than Darren Peterson. But in turn, or not higher floor, excuse me, higher ceiling than DP. But if DP is what we think he is, especially as soon as he drops into the league, like Matt said, I would not be surprised at all if he's averaging 18 to 20 off rip.
I mean, AJ is like the best prospect we've seen since LeBron, though. So like this.
I think
Victor Wembanyama just got here, gang. Like, let's
Who?
Please,
I think
just
Darren
chill.
The nigga who
Peterson.
just lost in the finals? Nigga, that nigga ain't like that. Nigga, what the fuck? AJ
You're
would
not
never.
Matt. No, that's Matt. That's Matt's archetype. You are not
AJ,
Matt.
AJ would
I think the
never.
biggest thing. I think the biggest thing, like for why I thought Darren Peterson should be the number one pick over AJ, is I felt like at the end of the day, great offense beats great defense, in my
Especially in
opinion,
basketball. Hmm.
and in basketball. And I just felt like coming out the gate, Darren Peterson had a more refined offensive game than AJ.
I agree.
Like AJ averaged 25, yes, but AJ averaged 25 because he was just more
Bigger and
talented.
stronger.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
more talented than everybody on the court. But like when it just comes to like getting to your spot, the footwork, the counters, the counters to the counters, Derek Pearson has all of that right now. And so in my head, it's like if he has that now at 19, what do you think it'd be when he just has practice for an hour and then he has 23 hours just to work on his game and in 3 to 4 years? You know what I'm saying? And again, that's nothing to AJ DeBonta because AJ DeBonta is like that.
Yeah, best player in the
He
league.
is like that. But
Player in the league.
I just felt like just that, bro, the offense and the potential of just like how skilled Darren Peterson is and can be as he continues to grow and improve is crazy.
I mean, the thing is though, like I said, and I think one of our first few episodes is like both of them are really fucking good. Like
They are.
whoever
sure.
we picked, it really didn't make that much of a difference. I more so lean towards AJ because I really liked his fit at the wing versus like DP joining a guard room that already has some younger guys in it. But like, I mean, at the same time, like, bro, it's Darren Peterson. He would have been the lead guy there anyway. So like, I mean, it is what it is. Like either way, but I mean, they're both fucking like great. But we definitely go to war tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. And I mean, hey, listen. Wait, no, I don't think it's 9. Oh yeah, I think it is 9. I mean, AJ, listen, like AJ got
He's like that.
AJ got that shit. Look, cause crazy thing is, like, I was talking to AJ a couple days ago, and me and AJ was talking to bruh, and it was on some
Adam,
shit
you got any
where,
thoughts, bro?
like, we were just talking. I'm like, bro, how you preparing for summer league? Like, you got to go against DP. He said, I mean, I ain't gonna say what he said. He said, look, man, basically, bro, like, we ain't really worried about him. He is nice. He one of the ones, but I'm AJD a bonser. Like, I was the number 1 overall pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I performed in the NCAA tournament. I was there for my team this season. I did everything my team needed to do. So, like, I mean, in the day, we're gonna see what goes on tomorrow. But I mean, just know AJ locked in. Word to big bro. Word to big bro. Word to big bro. Word to big bro. For sure.
So the other side of it was Cam Boozer. Or you got
Cam
something to say, Adam?
Boozer.
No, I'm about to say no. We can talk about Cam Boozer. I feel like we
Cam
know
Boozer.
who AJ and
You got
DP
I
is.
was making sure Adam didn't have nothing to say about DP.
I just thought he was really fluid. I've always said that he was the best player in the class. And I think that he was just extremely pro ready. I'm not gonna harp and kind of reiterate a lot of what y'all said, but yeah, I think that it's not a surprise. I think that he makes the right basketball decision a lot of the times, and that you don't get credit like with assists when your teammates miss shots, and I think a lot of that did happen at Kansas,
For
which kind of hurt
sure.
some of his numbers.
For sure.
And so I think at the next level, you'll really start to see him be a capable playmaker. But felt like he played extremely well and would probably remain because he always has been my favorite for rookie of the year and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
See,
just
bro,
kind
me
of
and Adam,
unfortunate
me and Adam know.
he's in the
Me
same
and
draft
Adam know
class Cam
ball.
Bonson.
Tyson don't know shit. Me and Adam
Bro,
know.
y'all have the
Tyson
same
knows
dealer.
fucking
Of course y'all think y'all know ball. What the fuck are we talking about? But the other side, Cam Boozer. How you feel about Cam Boozer so far, man?
I think Cam Boozer is everything you expected and nothing more in the most positive way.
Yeah.
Like Cam Boozer is going to come in. He's not going to make any noise. He's going to work, do his job, and he's going to leave. It's exactly what he's done in the summer leagues. I think the biggest thing that surprised me, was the game against Utah. I think he went 4 or 5 from 3.
I
That
told
kind
you
of
he got a
surprised me.
strap on him. I told you he had a strap on him.
That kind of surprised me. But other than that, like for what the Grizzlies are building, with the Cedric Howard, Jalen Wells, Zach Eady, adding Cam Boozer into that mix as your franchise player, like I like it a lot. And going from having a John Morant who's flamboyant, Dylan Brooks who likes to be in everything, Jared, like from going from
Polar
that to going
opposite.
to like exactly to a polar opposite, but you still have quality players, and you have your best player fit the mold of everybody else. I like it a lot. But yeah, like he's a pros pro. You know what I'm saying? Like if your pops who's 50 years old didn't know what was going on about basketball nowadays with all these youngins and the internet and stuff, and you wanted to show him somebody who would probably like, make him be like, I'll watch this. You probably go show him Cam Boozer
Yeah.
because Cam Boozer just does everything right. So yeah, I mean, like he hasn't surprised me with anything. Pro's pro. He's gonna be really good, and like I'm not gonna say he's gonna be my rookie of the year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was like number two because I just think he'll be the most consistent out
He's
of
gonna be
all
number
of the.
three. He has to be number three.
I think. I think he'll be the most consistent out of all the prospects. Like he might not have the 30-point games, but he's probably not going to have a game where he has 8 and 8 and 6 fouls. Like he's just going to be consistent and steady. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like
Cam
Darren,
Boozer is
some
like
shit
that.
that Darren Peterson to do. AJ would never. Um, yeah, like Cam, Cam. I mean, you put it perfectly. Uh, Cam Boozer is exactly who I thought he was. The only thing that I don't like about Cam Boozer, and I mean, it's something that kind of I knew was going to come. He was the same way at Duke. Even though I saw it at Duke, I saw that Duke in that one game. It was an NCAA tournament game where they just really needed him to show up. It was like later on in the tournament they really needed him to show up, and he kind of took control of the offense. Recently, like in these games, I've seen him be kind of like more passive, like not as aggressive as I'd like, which is evidenced by. I mean, I'm not the type of guy to just box score watch, but it's supported by his shot attempts that he has in a lot of these games. And I just feel like at times he can be more aggressive, but it was the same thing at Duke. It's probably going to be a consistent recurring theme throughout his career. But I have seen his ability to be able to be like, okay, guys, nobody else on this team is able to do anything. I'm going to do something. And we just probably haven't seen that. Like I guess Darren Peterson, I would have liked to see him kind of be like, oh, this is a dude who was drafted above me and he was talking shit. Yeah, no, like okay, bet you gonna have 25 and 12. Okay, bet I'm gonna match you with 25 of my own, 28 of my own. Like I'm gonna go right back at you. I didn't really see much of that. I saw more so just like him being him hooping, playing basketball, going about his day, and going back on. Which is cool. He was still really good. The rebounding was good. The defense was really good. The switchability. I think out of like all the Memphis Grizzlies defenders, that matched up against Darren Peterson, there were a lot of times where Darren Peterson would try to kind of like go in the paint and try to do some things. And Cam Boozer did a really good job at kind of denying that while also kind of making sure his man was like not able to get the ball and do things like that. Just the elite type of things that made him National Player of the Year. Um, but yeah, no, the dude's nice. He's the goods. He just kind of right up there with Darren Peterson. With like when you look at him, he's a pro. You can just tell he was a pro. He was always meant to be a pro. He's just one of those ones. My only complaint is just like I just wish he would be more aggressive at times. But I mean, in due time, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. No notes for
Adam?
sure. No notes.
Uh, yeah, I think that he's been. I definitely agree with Matt's statement about him being everything that we expected him to be and nothing more. Really impressed by his ability to still be able to play make. I think that that's what makes him one of the top players in this class because I think we know what we're getting as far as down low. Great rebounder, great low post score, and also like y'all said, the fact that he can really shoot the ball, something that he was able to do really well there. Able to shoot the ball well, able to really find the right person, and he's always trying to make the right basketball decision, which I think is some of that passiveness. But I think that'll get better as he gets older, like knowing when to just take over, knowing when to really distribute the ball. But for raw skills, I think that he does everything on the court so far extremely well. And I don't think it would be a bad pick for rookie of the year when you talk about like he may not, be a rookie to get 40 or score all these points or do all this stuff, but I do think that he's a consistent double-double guy and a consistent guy who could get you like 4 assists a night. And I think that that'll end up tallying up as the season goes on.
Yeah, he's just not AJ. That's the only downside for him.
Like, okay,
Uh,
we get it, bro.
uh,
like
I
Hawks,
think bro,
like we
after
get it.
Facts.
Cam, I think the next biggest name that's played so far
A
is
cuff.
Darius Acuff.
A cuff.
He had two
Infamous.
games.
Yeah.
First game was like, bro, who the fuck did we just draft? The Kings did it again.
Not
The second
necessarily.
game, I think so.
I
I
don't
think,
think
bro,
that
they
first
was
game was
like,
not, by all accounts, it was in from what I've seen.
nah,
I didn't
bro.
watch the game.
I went on Twitter. He had 29, but he had it on like 29 shots.
No, I know, but I'm saying like from a lot of people, I didn't watch the game, but like the thing is though, from all accounts, he had a bad start to the game. Like shooting the ball wise, he had a bad start to the game, but he was still able to control the offense as the game went on. He started like 1 for 9, which was bad. Shot his momentum off. But at the end of that first game, he had that big assist to Neat Clifford, for the game winning three. And I mean, a lot of these things that I'm seeing from him is like from the highlights and stuff that you can tell is that same stuff you saw at Arkansas. Like he's very confident in his game. He's very like relentless and he's willing to go at anybody. He's willing to shoot over anybody. He just thinks that he is that nice. Not to say he isn't, because he is, but like, just see that same mindset he has carry over. And he's a small guard. So like him like struggling in summer league to adjust to like some of the size difference. Um it's just something that happened with D Rose, happened with Trey Young.
Yeah. So
But
I
I
was
don't
about to
think he has
say
had a
like,
bad 2 games though. I think if you look at the
nah.
box
I was about
score,
to say like,
then it's yeah.
bro, to go from the first game to the second game, like I just like on it social media, and social media isn't everything. Just the reaction to the two different games, because he did have almost a 30-point game or more, like, and it was way more efficient. He had the go ahead bucket. Like it just looked like in the perfect world, that's the peak of Darren Peterson, but you're doing it against like the pros and not just summer league. My biggest thing though was like with watching him is like you said, bro, like he really is a small guard. Whatever the numbers might say what they try to give him, he's really small. So like I think like for him, I feel like him just like finding like his thing that'll work
His
99%
go
of the
to.
time.
Like how Chris
Finding his
Paul had
go
the little
to,
elbow.
yeah, like finding his go to, like with Jalen Brunson having like the sidestep tray ball. Like for every small guard, I feel like has that one thing where it's like, I know it's coming. It doesn't matter who's guarding me. I'm gonna be able to get it off, and I'm either getting fouled or I'm scoring. And so I think for him, I think because of him being a small guard, him being able to find that, um, and I think this like also him not getting discouraged about the players on his team, because what Adam said about like DP in Kansas, like you can't get an assist if your teammates don't make the shot. Darius Acuff will find the open man who will make the right play. But if his teammates in Sacramento do not make the shots, it's all for nothing. So for him just to like stay down, trust the grind, trust the process, trust his work, and make like just know like he's doing it the right way, and like it's Sacramento. Hopefully it gets better. Like he'll be straight. But yeah, but like my biggest thing for him is just like being a small guard, finding that go-to move, and then just like continuing to work on your game, bro. You're in Sacramento. You got the green light. Experiment. Like do
Yeah,
whatever you want. Nobody's watching Sacramento games for real unless the Sacramento fans. Like,
yeah. I
you
mean,
feel what I'm saying? So
that's why I liked him in a place like Sacramento or a place like Brooklyn. It's literally, and now that Sacramento has released DeMar DeRozan,
Lamar.
like I feel like it really allows him the opportunity to just be free. Versus a guy like a Mikael Brown Jr. Or a guy like maybe if he would have gone that high at LeBaron or like a Braden Berries, like these are guys who at that guard position they just don't have that same type of short memory and that relentless going at you type of game to them that a Darius Acuff has, to where you can put him in literally like the jungle and he's all by himself and you just trust that he's going to figure it out and make a way.
Yeah, he's not scared.
Yeah, he's not scared. He's truly fearless and will go at anybody. And I think that's really what I enjoy seeing. And I think like once the season starts, Neat Clifford. You have what's that center that they got? I forgot the center that they got.
Maxime Renaud.
Yeah, Maxime Renaud. And you have like Zach Levine. Um, you have like quote unquote better talent around you. To where it probably won't be as bad as who he's playing with in summer league. But in terms of I look for him as a prospect, I haven't been mad at what I'm seeing. I actually prefer the fact that he's taking all the shots. See what don't work, find your go to whatever that is. Because I mean, I don't cap. Even in them highlights, even in like watching the game, like the stuff that I see is still very encouraging. The dude can hoop. The boy can move. Adam.
Yeah, I think that the things that we saw were not necessarily like emergency sounding for these stuff, but it was like this type of stuff that I would expect. I think that him as a prospect, him as a player, we understand that he's going to be like largely a non-factor defensively, and so his game comes down to like how efficient he is offensively. And so if you as a team can take that away and make him have to just be a passer because his shot isn't falling or you're giving him tough looks, it really will hurt his impact on the game. And I think that that's something that's not as easy to do with somebody like Michael or Keaton Wagler because they're taller.
Taller.
So I think that that'll be interesting to just see as his career goes on. I think that that's something that small guards deal with, is like being targeted on defense, and then if you're not able to really anything offensively, I'm thinking about like a Darius Garland or like people like that we know have been great basketball players, talented basketball players, but have been taken out of series and out of games because they're just getting targeted. I think that that would be something to look at, but I don't put too much stock into people playing bad in summer league. Think I enjoy it because it's just another opportunity
I mean,
to get to watch people.
my franchise point guard, like the best point guard in the league, Trey Young, in his summer league games, he
Bro,
was very
they gave that
discouraging.
nigga a max because
He
he
was
sat
very
on the
dis.
bench.
He was,
Nobody was giving him 50 million.
anyways,
And this,
like I was saying, my franchise point guard, best point guard in the league, best shooter of all time.
bro, what's
He
next, bro? Is that the end
he
of summer league?
he
Is that
was
the end of summer league?
he wasn't really all that nice in
Hey,
summer league. So
I want to shout out Ryan Conwell, bro.
what college
He's
you went to,
been
bro?
very nice.
From
Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah.
He's been very nice,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And I'm not saying he's gonna crack the rotation for Miami as a rookie. But like Miami is known for finding these guys like, bro, where like the Hayward Highsmiths and the Duncan Robinsons, like where are these guys come from? Like and they find a way for them to produce and make and like be impactful in big games. Ryan Conwell has the potential, like for me, what I've seen, it could be a summer league overreaction, but like potentially like becoming like a 6 man of the year candidate where he just sits, develops, work on his game, he makes the most of his opportunity, and then like it might just one year where he pitched it all together and like he just like he lights the league on fire. But like that's what he's been showing in summer league, and as of right now, like Miami doesn't have that kind of player on their team, like
They traded
where
him
they can just
away.
go get a bucket. They traded him away. Like you signed Tim Hardaway, but I've never seen Tim Hardaway just be a guy who can get it off the dribble on his own. Davion Mitchell is a defender. You got like
Bro,
it's just like guard wise,
I had a Heat fan tell me that he can be the lead point guard on that team. I said, hey, bro,
yeah, they're nuts.
I got bad news
But
for
yeah,
you.
like I like Ryan Conwell. Like he'll be one of those. Like if there was a potential for like a second round pick to really like stand out in this draft class, I think Ryan Conwell could be one of them. Like obviously you have like the Isaiah Evans, other people be looking at the Malik Thomases of the world, but
I'm a big
Ryan
Isaiah Evans guy.
Conwell, like a name many people might not remember if they didn't like a name that people don't know if they didn't watch college basketball, and like a name that like if you did watch college basketball you might forget because you went in the second round. I wouldn't be surprised in the next few years if like he was a very very good player off the bench.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Ryan Conwell.
Before we get to the inner chat, did anybody want to talk about the D Mitch extension? All the money he's getting paid?
That is getting paid, bro. Like,
Bro, like
Cleveland, like
60, 70 million.
I'll say this. I don't necessarily hate it because I'm a D Mitch fan. I think that D Mitch can be underrated at times. I think that like he's he's proven to be consistently a top 3 to top 5 shooting guard in the league, like especially when he's on. He's been that for a while now. So I don't necessarily hate it, but good Lord, Cleveland, I hope y'all know what y'all are doing, because y'all are going to be strapping a lot of money to this dude, to Donovan Mitchell. And if I'm not mistaken, have they paid Evan Mobley?
Yeah, Evan Mobley's making $50 million.
Okay, so they paid. Okay, goodness gracious, Evan Mobley's making 50. Donovan Mitchell will be making 70 at one point.
And they
Like,
I think they are still trying to re-sign James Harden.
Yeah, they are. I think they're
good.
waiting to see if they can get Bron to see what they give
yeah.
James Harden.
Mhm.
Bro,
Yeah, I really do hope that the Cavs know what they're doing, because that is a lot of money strapped up to a player who isn't like of a. As much as I love Donovan Mitchell, as much as I was giving him praise, and as much as I acknowledge that, again, top 3 to top 5 shooting guard in the league, he is not no top. He's top 3 to top 5
Bro,
shooting guard.
he's making
not the best shooting guard.
He's making Shea
making
level
Shea-
money,
he's
bro.
making
He's
Shea-
making
he's making-
Devin
he's making Shea
Booker
level
level
money.
money, bro.
Yeah,
Well, Devin Booker not as
yo.
crazy as Shea, but
I was about to say, but yeah, I think that
5 years.
I don't necessarily hate
I
it.
always say, in 5 years it won't be as crazy.
Yeah, it won't be as crazy with the
Bro.
cap getting higher, but right now, good lord.
it's just
I
like
just think we have to, not we, 'cause we're not in that position, but I understand teams having a player and feeling like you have to keep him on your team. But at the same time, like, you have to start as a team realizing, like, I'm paying this man possibly $80 million in the 5th year, and
how old is he gonna
we
be?
can't get out. And like, I
He
don't.
mentions like
And I think
28.
he's 28, but I think all of us can
Okay, he'll
agree
be
that,
straight.
like,
He's 29.
I think all of us can agree that Donovan Mitchell cannot be your best player on the championship team. Can we all agree?
I don't
Jay,
know.
he had the
Bruh,
opportunity to make it to the finals this year.
Donovan
He
Mitchell's
didn't
gonna
do it.
be 30 at the end of this year.
His team, gang.
Donovan Mitchell's gonna
I'm
be
not
30 at the
cool.
end of this year.
Donovan Mitchell did not have a good playoffs this year. I want
And-
to put that out
Either
there.
he wasn't bad.
Okay,
either. Like,
okay,
let's
wait,
not act like
okay,
he was
wait. All right,
bad.
listen. Here's my thing. Because when I dropped in the group chat, it might have sounded like I was hating. But here's my thing with Donovan Mitchell. Phenomenal ball player. I have been a fan of Donovan Mitchell since he was at Louisville. I called him being the type of guy that he is now. And I have the receipts in my
Where can I
Snapchat
find
memories. My Snapchat memories, bro, I'll pull it up. But
I wanna
like,
see your Snapchat memories.
Okay.
The-
Go ahead, say
yeah,
it. I'll put it in the
hey, nigga, I'll put that bitch up. But here's my thing about Donovan Mitchell is why he's struggling in the playoffs, because he has certain limitations as a player. Donovan Mitchell can score the ball. He can score the ball with the best of them, for surely. But even then, as a lead ball handler, he struggles because the way he reads the floor, the way he processes, the way he play makes just is not something that he does at a high level. And we saw certain teams like the Knicks, really harp in and force him, like, hey, yeah, we know you can score the ball, and he was struggling to score the ball at times, which is uncharacteristic. Is not very
He's not
a notable thing of him, but he's not a guy who can play make at a high level. And if he can't do two things at a high level, it's like, what are we doing?
It's damn near no level. Like, it's like that. He is a real definition of a 2 guard. Like,
Deadass.
and the problem with that is, like, yes, he can score off the ball, and he can score off the ball at a high level. But at the same time, like, Donovan Mitchell is not a big guard. Donovan Mitchell's just buff, so he might look bigger than what he's supposed to.
He's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, he's small.
But if you think about it, he's like 6'2", and he's a real true shooting guard. So if you have him playing the 2, that most of the time, your point guards are 6'2", 6'3". So now you have a small backcourt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you're expecting Donovan Mitchell, since he is a small 2, to be able to play the 1, but he can't play out of the pick and roll.
Right.
Like, when there's a pick and roll, he's doing one or two things: getting
Either-
downhill or he's shooting the ball. But
yeah,
him
go
passing
under.
the ball out of a pick and roll, that is not something that's crossing his mind.
It's just he's not a scorer.
I'll
So
say this.
So my thing.
Go ahead, man.
So my thing is, like, you're making $70 million, and you can't be my lead guard. It's like, and I know you have certain limitations in the playoffs, and a good enough team can exploit those limitations. At this point, I don't have enough money around me to help you with these limitations that you have because you're making $75 million.
No, they're really
And then I have
banking
a
on
big
Bron
man,
coming,
and then I have a big man making 50.
who has
That's
struggles and
120.
limitations of his own.
That's exactly. So that's $120 million into two players. Like, and that's what Brad Stevens said with the Jaylen Brown trade. Like, I had two players making 70% of my cap, and trading Jaylen Brown was never the issue. It's just what you traded him for, and what you could have got him for if you weren't being dickheads.
Yeah,
But I understand not. But I understand not wanting to have over 50% of your salary cap into two players.
yeah, and they're paying Jared Allen. It's backwards Tyson, but I believe you. But they're paying Jared Allen 3 years, almost 91 million, 30
But
million a year
well, I
basically.
heard if
So
they get Bron, they're gonna try to possibly move him.
move off. I don't know about
Like I said, bro, I like Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a fine player. Like Jay said, top 3 to 5 shooting guard. For a while, it was top 2. Him and Donovan Mitchell was battling out, but like
E-book.
Devin
now with
Booker.
like
Devin Booker.
who did I say?
You said Donovan Mitchell like twice.
Oh, yeah, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. But now you got like a Anthony Edwards, and you have the
Yeah, hey, Ant got that shit on lock.
So
yeah, Ant
Ant
is
got
one.
that
Ant is
motherfucker
one.
on lock.
Ant is one.
I don't know.
I definitely.
I understand in Cleveland. I think Cleveland's another one of those teams. Like, nobody's going to Cleveland. The only reason why
Facts.
Cleveland is relevant is because Bron's from there.
LeBron
Bron
James.
played there. They drafted Kyrie. Like, they have to draft these players who are really good for them.
Drafted they
Nobody's
Wicks.
Nobody's
Yeah,
going
and he didn't
to
play a single
sign.
second with them.
Yeah, nobody's signing to Cleveland. So I understand if you have the potential to re-sign a player like Donovan Mitchell, do it. But my goodness,
Yeah,
$70
like,
million is crazy.
My thing with the Cavs is like, and if you get LeBron, I guess all of this changes. But even if they get LeBron, I don't even know how much it really moves the needle for me, because the issue with the Cavs is like, as a team, like, they are really good, really talented. Like, on paper, I would look at this team and I would argue like, yeah, like, they could probably contend for a championship. But we always see when they get in the playoffs, and even throughout the season, you saw throughout the season this year, like, something about them, whether it's the mindset, how they play, it's just very like piss poor. They start to get really
They
soft.
remind me of
If
they
get
remind
punched
me
in
of
the mouth,
Knicks
it's
before
like,
they won the championship.
it's just
Like,
like
the Knicks were that team.
I don't know, because
The
at least with the Knicks, like, the Knicks just seem more competitive, like, even
The Knicks
versus
not
the
talking about
Pacers or
this
something
year.
like
I'm
that.
not
Like,
talking about this year. I'm talking about like years before. Like, the Knicks.
I know
were,
I'm
like,
saying, even when they were
just
going
lay
up against
down
the
the team.
Pacers and everything, they seem more competitive and fought more to me versus the Cavs. Like,
The Tibbs
honestly,
Knicks would just be tired. Like that.
Yeah,
that wasn't really
like, that
even,
was
like,
the
a
thing with the
mindset. Tibbs Knicks would
Tibbs,
just be
like,
tired. They would just be gassed by the time
yeah,
because Tibbs didn't know how to manage minutes.
he didn't believe in it. Versus like
Yeah, he didn't.
with the Cavs now, it's just like I don't know, like not to say. I mean, LeBron comes in there, LeBron can turn that whole bitch upside down. He's gonna be in Eastern Conference, bro. Like, they could for sure make a run to the finals. I just don't know if Donovan
gotta get
Mitchell
a
is a
ticket.
guy. I just don't know if Donovan Mitchell is a guy that I am paying all of that money, and I love Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if I'm paying him
You're
all
also
of
the
that
same.
money,
You're
but
also
like,
the same person who's happy Trae Young got $50 million. So your point is invalid.
nigga, Trae Young's the
Nice.
best point guard in the league. Anyways,
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
so like
Oh
like
my
I was
goodness.
Before we
saying,
get
bro,
into
like,
we had one more thing before we go to our top 5 rankings. It was like, who is like who do you had the best free agency so far? Yeah, I'll go first if y'all have one.
I would say, hold on, let me actually, cause I did bring this up.
I just hope none of y'all take my team.
I would say, I
The team
mean,
have.
I wouldn't even say free agency, but like, especially if they land
I don't
Bron,
lie. I count like I count
Trades?
trades, draft picks. I count all that into like the offseason free agency. Like,
I do too.
yeah, I count all that into like free agency.
If that's the case, then I'm going Philly, bro. Like,
Okay.
Philly like has the like, especially if they land Bron. Even if they don't land Bron, this is not the same thing. This is not the same 1-to-1 comparison, but I look at them as basically like the Rams of this year. Of they just landed a really really talented player that fills out a weakness that they had. And that's what the Rams did with Myles Garrett and with Trent McDuffie. Like they landed Myles Garrett, who was the best player in my opinion in the NFL. Now Jalen Brown isn't the best player in the NBA. Like as we said in the last episode, he's probably around top 20. But landing a top 20 player with
Top 10.
your you could even say that, but landing a top 10, top 15, top 20, wherever you have Jalen Brown to play with Tyrese Maxey, who I think is even to this day still underrated. I think that he still doesn't get the credit he deserves for how good of a shot creator that he is. VJ Edgecombe, who I think is on the rise, and I think he'll have a big year two leap. And Joel Embiid, who, if he's healthy, we know who he is. We know that he is one of the most dominant centers in the game of basketball. I hate his play style, but I can't deny that he is still a really, really talented center. He's still a really, really talented big man. He can go up, head up with the best of them. So to have basically someone who, above all else, you can give them the ball and then get you a bucket in from the mid range. They can drive on you. They can that he can play somewhat off ball, even though his off ball skills aren't the best. That's who you have Tyrese Maxey for, because Tyrese Maxey actually has experience playing off ball with James Harden. So Tyrese Maxey can take a step back when it comes to scoring. It gives VJ Edgecombe more time to develop as a scorer. I think that Philly has knocked it out of the park, and they got off of Paul George, who I think was just a liability for them, especially with the PEDs that he had last year, and us knowing that he's washed. I'm gonna say it like Paul George is washed, super washed. So being able to replace washed Paul George with Jalen Brown in his prime, I really don't see how you can do much better than they did.
Yeah.
And again, this is not even factoring the fact that they could end up with Braun at the by the time it's
Yeah.
all said and done. It's
Like,
not even factoring the fact that they could end up with LeBron James. They could very well have a starting lineup of BJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brown, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. That is a stupid starting five.
That's crazy.
yeah. Some notable teams I wanted to say. Well, I mean, I my winner was the same as Jay. I think anytime you ever to get a Jalen Brown for a Paul George and not have to give up like anything of any type of like significant value outside of like some picks, I guess. And the big thing for me, which is why my other couple of notable teams are going to make sense, is like it's all about taking a step, right? Whether that be okay, I'm taking a step towards the back, and I am just fully going into this rebuild, and I'm clearly going to the next phase of my franchise, or I'm taking a step forward. And I think when they got Jalen Brown, that fully puts them in that next conversation of okay, we are contenders. We feel like we have a great chance against anybody else in the East, which I think they do. The only thing that, of course, you're gonna have to be worried about is Joel Embiid for sure. You have to figure out what Joel Embiid. You have to figure out what like the other two guys. I mean, like what that bench looks like. How you're gonna do with that guard rotation for sure. Like that is something that you have to worry about. But like having Jalen Brown, I mean, it does not get better than that. To get a guy like Jalen Brown to go next to a Tyrese Maxey, to go next to a VJ Edgecombe, like I think it's the goods for sure. But two other teams I also wanted to point out was the Milwaukee Bucks and the Grizzlies. Because I feel like these are two teams where, like I said, I think they're taking a clear step and they have a clear direction with their franchise. They were two guys who were stuck in like a weird little in between excuse me, in between phase with Ja being on the Grizzlies and Giannis being on the Bucks, and what the fuck can we do to get Giannis off of the Bucks, and what can we do to get Ja off of the Grizzlies? Like, no, now you don't have to worry about that anymore. You cleaned house, you have a new thing, new everything, and you're able to fully rebuild. Which is why, I mean, even though Philly is my winner, I did want to show love to those two franchises who clearly, like, this is the direction we're going in. And yeah, this is just what we're doing. And the Grizzlies got Cam Boozer. And Grizzlies got Cam Boozer. The Bucks, even though I'm not the biggest fan of him, they got Nate Mint. And you can do something like that when you also have a Braden Burries. And when you potentially might get rid of a Tyler Hero. And you have a Ryan Rollins. Like, I really like what the Bucks got going on over there. So, yeah.
42 is an ugly ass number, by the way.
I don't know what
Tyler
the
Hero.
fuck he is thinking, bro.
Gross basketball number.
So I'm glad I said my team. And that's why I said I had 100 bars for Rui and the Clippers. Mine's is the Clippers. And for them, mine's is the Clippers because of like for them to like go from Paul George, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard in 2019 and that whole thing to where they are now, I think like you can't ask for a better result of what you didn't get, which was a championship. Uh, for for you to go into the free agency where I think Paul George had just came off of like his best playoff performance, damn near of his career, or at least since Indiana when he got them to the Western Conference Finals, where he wanted a bag, and it was like, bro, and the Clippers decided to not give him a bag, and he decides to go to Philly. Like that's a risk that they decided to take, and the risk paid dividend for them by not giving him a crazy contract. And then for it to be a James Harden thing and a Kawhi thing, and then for them to bottom out, not even bottom out, for them to start so bad the way they did this year, because they were like terrible.
James Harden was out there fighting for his life to make sure that
Exactly.
OKC didn't get
Hey,
that
bro.
pick.
Hey, James
Exactly.
Harden was like MVP conversation gang. He was hooping.
Exactly.
If I got to give James Harden credit for one thing in the season, he made sure that the OKC Thunder did not get that pick. I'll give him credit for
Nah,
one
dead
thing.
ass, dead ass. He damn near need a statue just for that. Like,
But yeah, for Cleveland to be desperate to try to win, and you go out and get
Garen
you go and
DG.
trade a 36-year-old point guard for a 26-year-old point guard. Like you don't find that nowhere. And a 26-year-old all-star point guard, like Darius Garland is not a bad point guard at all. He's had some injuries the past few years, but when he's healthy, he's been a effective all-star point guard, and he's 26. To trade Zubac coming off his best year where he was damn near all NBA, if not all NBA third team, I think he was an all-star that year. Like, and for it to be a 50-50 coin toss with the draft pick, and you potentially get a top 5 pick, and for you to win that draft pick, so now you trade a Zubac for a top 5 pick, and you get a young guard in Keaton Wagler, and then to trade Kawhi, and everybody knows Kawhi wants to go to one place because he has said that I'm only signing long term to Toronto, and for you to get what you got back from Toronto still, when it was really like the only place he wanted to go, is like was a great haul for Kawhi Leonard, in my opinion. Brandon Ingram is a high floor player. He will make you a better regular season team.
And he's gonna be really good for them with these new
Exactly.
rules. He's gonna be really good for
And
and next to Keaton, like I think like not to cut you off, but like I think it's always really good with young guards, even though I do think some guards, okay, yeah, you just need to go through the fire like a Darius Acuff. I don't think Keaton Wagler is that type of guy. To have a guy like Brandon Ingram next to him to kind of take some of that pressure off of him. You don't always have to have the ball. We're not like looking at you to take on the majority of the ball and touches and shots for this offense is really good.
facts. And then yeah, same thing with like Darius Garland. Like Darius Garland will be able to set up Keaton Wagler and get into the right spots and make it more comfortable for him for that transition. And then to get a Rui Hachimura for a friendly contract, 2 years, 28, 14 million for Rui is not a bad deal, especially for the production that he had for LA last year and what he did in the playoffs. So like, and then you have like you have the center in Heiser, or however you pronounce his name, right? I
I
cannot
know,
do that
I
name.
know. Listen, hey, that's why I
Yeah,
didn't.
and
That's why
then
I didn't pronounce bro name last week on the Lakers. I
yeah,
think it's over
so
with.
then you got and then you have like you re-signed to Jordan Miller. It's just like they will not be a top 4 seed, top 5 seed, but they will be competitive. And the way the new lottery is set up, like it's not beneficial to bottom out and be a top 3 worst team in the league anyway. But for you to have actual NBA players who could be productive and be quality players, and coming from what you did is like that's how you run an organization, and that's how you do things the right way. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to the Clippers because it could have went really bad. It could have went way worse than what it did. And they already get shitted on because of the little brother in LA. They get shitted on because we see how Shea is now, but nobody thought Shea would be what Shea is now. If they knew Shea would be a two-time MVP and a Finals MVP, they don't trade for Paul George, obviously.
I mean, I
But
called it, but I'm sorry.
nobody thought that. So yeah, for them to get what they had back, and they got their draft picks back. Like they have draft assets now, they have draft capital. So if they did want to make a move in the future, they're able to. So I think that's my free agency winner, or one of my free agency winners. I agree with like Philly did like They got Jalen Brown
Don't get
for
that much
Paul
better.
George. Like, but yeah, LA, the Clippers, for them to have what they had, for them to get shit on the way they did, I think they responded very well, and they have a nice team, and they had a great free agency.
I think that's really good. I think they fit into that same mode of teams that, with the Grizzlies, with the Bucks, were like, yeah, we have moved forward. And they
Yes,
honestly, when everything was looking bleak, because at the start of the season, it was looking bleak with Chris Paul. Can y'all believe Chris Paul was on the Clippers at the start of the season? It don't even feel like it. Like it don't even
like
feel like it.
they
But like
they're
to
officially moving on from that era. Like it's a whole new
yeah,
regime,
and
bro. Like
in the best way possible, they've maximized it.
yes, they maximize their failure.
They did, man. And it is what it is. Hey, bro, listen, because I know for a fact, if I had a chance to get Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in 2019, I'm taking it. So
Facts.
I can't even blame him for it, man.
You got a free agency team, Adam?
I think it would just have to be the Sixers to kind of reiterate. I think it was Jay talking about it, just what you gave up versus what you're gonna get back, and then also coupled with like the expectations of the summer. I don't think going in Philly's plan was to get Jalen Brown, and so you're able to get him on kind of a cheaper price than we expected. They would definitely have to be my team to. I would say probably winner, but then also to just look at as like a very exciting team now this upcoming year. And then especially I don't know how true the Braun stuff is. I think that he says a lot um versus like what he's really believing, but I
You
do
need to go
think
to
that the
Minnesota.
prospect of Philly is interesting to him. And so I think you potentially could bring that into it. It could definitely be
Philly
very
also got
crazy
Dean Wade.
situation.
Like,
Bro,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
Yeah, that's a
quality
nice
pickup.
pickup. That's a very nice pickup.
bro. I just feel like the nigga going to Cleveland. He's doing all this shit for this.
I do too. I do too. I think he's going to Cleveland as well. But
He's gonna make me
you
upset.
never know.
Bro.
bruh, if he really wants to win the
That's gonna be
chip,
the set.
he
That's gonna be the
need to take his ass to either Minnesota or Philadelphia.
But go to Cleveland, bro. Go finish your work. Go finish your work.
Yeah,
started,
I
bro.
think that's free agency, bro. Like it's time for them top fives, bro. Top five list.
Inner
Top
chat,
five.
inner chat. Matt, this
Top
was your
five
idea.
players.
And you actually have the top 5 that I think everybody's anticipating. So I'm very curious to hear this.
What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick?
Drake!
Cool. So we're gonna order 5-1. Cool.
Yeah, man.
So at five, I got. I'll pull my list up. At number 5, I got Tyler the Creator.
What?
Tyler the Creator is
Actually?
one of, huh?
Are you shitting me?
Bro, I fuck with Tyler the Creator, bro. Is that a problem? Is that a problem?
Ain't no damn way. We not skipping past that, bro. We not
What you
skipping past
mean?
that. We're not skipping past
I
that.
thought he was trolling. I
Ow.
thought he
Nah, I'm
was
bullshitting.
trolling.
I
I'm bullshitting.
mean-
That's not my top 5. I'm bullshitting.
See, we
I'm
knew
bullshitting.
better, bro.
That's why I
We
hate
knew
black
better,
people.
bro.
I didn't got
We
excited
knew
for
better, bro.
Nah, I
We
got my
knew
list
better,
right
bro.
So now at 5, I got y'all don't know. I brought him up in like one of the episodes before. It's my dog. He up and coming. My dog Mook. He a rapper from Atlanta. Like he has
He was
like
with YSL or no?
No. He not white something like that. He just got like it's his samples for me. Like the samples he makes, like he doesn't make the mumble like the typical Atlanta rap music that's trending right now. It gives more like early 2000 vibes, and that's my dog. So I'm always support. So if I got my dog Monk, at 4, I have Thug. Last
That was a lot.
last summer I listened to his whole discography. Like going back to when he signed with Gucci Mane and in the 3 albums he had with Gucci Mane, them shits sucked. Them bitches were terrible.
He was just
Like, I
putting
almost
shit
turned
out,
it
bro.
off.
He was just putting stuff out,
I
bro.
almost turned it off, but I stood strong. I got to Barter 6.
Listen, Buddha man.
You feel me? I got to so much fun. I got to the thug that we all fell in love with, man. And he's just like, for the newer generation of Atlanta, we don't have a lot of the rappers we have now without Thug. Thug was a was the influence
Facts.
for a lot of rappers now.
I mean, a lot of
So, like,
rappers in general, not just Atlanta.
Yeah, I was about to
Exactly.
say like rappers. Period. We don't have Playboy Cardi
Exactly.
without the
yeah,
without, like
he's one of the most like influential in terms of fully expressing yourself as an artist, like not just creatively, but like him literally wearing that dress, like would set
He would have
it.
dressed high to stick, man. He would have
Yeah,
dressed high to
like,
stick.
but that right there literally just sent waves all throughout the and the album was fucking good as well. So it's like, oh yeah, like
Exactly.
it's like we can be free. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And then like when I first just started listening to music for like being in Atlanta, Greg Street. I don't know if Tyson know about Greg Street, but Greg Street, V103.3, not like all that. He didn't listen to the radio. He wasn't a real trench baby for real. Fucking dweeb.
No, I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs in Albany, Georgia. Guys,
Fucking dweeb.
you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like I remember listening to Stoner. I remember listening to Best Friend. I remember like all these Thug songs. Like that's what I grew up on. So Thug gotta be there.
Yeah, for
Number
sure.
three. My dog Gunna. He ain't extension on me.
Yeah,
He ain't right. Gunna is one of them fucking ones, man.
Gunna
Like
nice, bro.
the way he
Gunna
able to
nice.
just get on a song, bro, and you can just like his flow already crazy, but for him to just kick it into another gear, and you can hear when he kicking into another gear, where he just generally floating on the beat and he just letting the beat ride. I don't think there's no one better for real, bro. Like Gunna
is
that one
yeah.
album, that one album was crazy. Like the album he dropped when he had all them allegations on his name, the way he's rebranded himself afterwards, like you got
That's what
all
I
the
respect
drip,
most about Gunna.
you got
Is the
all
way
the
he's
drip
rebranded himself.
seasons. You got all the drip seasons, bro. Like Gunna just really one of them ones, bro. For real, for real.
Yeah, the way
At
that man
two-
rebranded himself after that, like I respect that hella. Like,
I
for sure.
have
He got respect.
at two, bro. Like my top two ain't shocking, it ain't surprising. At number two, I have Drake. I have Aubrey Graham.
I mean,
Drake is
it's
that-
Jersey
Drake is that guy.
Drake.
I got my Crody with me. You know what I'm saying? Real six God.
Versus
what I'm
guy,
saying? Like-
youth, yeah, me youth.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Mute.
can't. There's no way you got a top five and Drake not top two. You feel what I'm saying? Like Drake could damn near be one. You feel me? Like nigga got views, take care, nothing's the same. Like you name it, he got it. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas gonna
Iceman,
hate my top five. Damn.
Nigga got for all the dog. Like bro, Drake just got so much. Like bro,
It's
Like, bro,
Jersey Drake.
like bro, you can listen to Drake when you heartbroken. You can listen to Drake when you turned up, bro. You was probably in the back seat. And your mama was listening to Drake in the car, and she would probably
Shout out my mama.
Vibing.
Hey, shout out my mama for putting me on The Resistance and Find Your Love when I was 4 years old. No, 6 years
You know what
old.
I'm
6
saying?
years old.
You feel me?
Yeah, I was six for Find Your Love. Find Your Love was definitely one of them.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
on the way to
like-
Birmingham.
Hey,
My favorite Drake song got me through one of the toughest times in my life, bruh. It
What
was my
song is
first
that, man?
girlfriend, My first heartbreak, bruh. My homeboy played that Redemption for me.
Yeah.
I was
Right
never
now.
the same. I was
Yeah.
never the same,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I was never the same,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Redemption and Shot for me got me through 2022.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Redemption and
Yeah.
Shot for me got me through 2022.
Yeah,
So
man.
Drake is two, bro.
Yeah.
And then number one, the best rapper to ever come out of Atlanta. My nigga Future Hendrix. You know what I'm
Bang!
saying?
Bang.
Boy, the mixtapes,
Bang.
the album, but Drake is not Drake. Future is that nigga, bro.
Bang.
Album coming out soon, man.
Like
Album coming out soon.
bro. Like Drake, like Future got so much shit, bro. Like Future got a rap album. He got an album where you're singing, bro. Like Cody and Crazy, Mask Off, March Madness, like Peacoat. You know, you can just keep going on, bro. Bro, Future really that one, bro.
He is.
Future really.
He is. I'm not gonna deny that
Yes,
either.
bruh.
Future's definitely one of them ones.
That's
He is.
bro.
Sure.
Future is my favorite artist.
Trap goat in my eyes. Trap goat in my eyes.
I can't
for
listen
sure.
to Wait for You because in 2022 when my ex broke up with me, bro. The
Damn.
first time I cried over a female, Wait for You was on. I can't, bro. That shit, I could listen to that song for like 3 years, bro.
No, that's that shit. I get it though. I get it though. I get it though. You tell it,
And then,
man.
bro, I I don't even want to name drop Shorty, but
You
like,
praying for my demons, girl. I
I don't even want to name drop Shorty, but what really fucked it up when Drake was like, "We on this eye, Kiki on the river," but her name was fucking Kiki, bro. I couldn't fucking.
Oh!
I couldn't listen to the fucking song. I was sick, bro.
Hey man,
I was sick, bro.
over with, bro.
No.
Yeah,
Grits.
bro.
You know what? That's not a bad. That's not a
That
bad
is
five,
a
man.
good
That's not
five.
bad.
That is a good
That's not a
five.
bad
That's
five.
a good
Is
five.
my 5 gonna be like that? Absolutely not. But it's not a bad 5 at all.
I appreciate
It is not a
I know
bad
I'm not-
5. It
Jay, just speed through yours.
you see. No, look, bro.
Jay, you wanna
I'm
go
gonna give
next?
a few. Look, I'll go next. I'll give a few honorable mentions because it was very, very hard to narrow down these 5.
Yeah, it is.
So honorable mention. Y'all gonna hate me. Drake did not make the top 5. He is an honorable
All
mention.
right, hey,
He's one of the
so
ones.
mute, cut Jay's fucking mic.
You don't know who.
No,
You don't know
hey,
who.
look, bro. He's one of the goats. And from my 5 favorite artists, not one of them ones. For the 5.
I know
mention
2
Tyler.
niggas in your shit too. I know 2 people in yours for sure.
No, for sure. Tyler the Creator, actually not trolling, is definitely in that honorable mention. SZA is also in the honorable mentions. Those 3 barely just missed the cut. So number 5, I got my boy Nipsey Hussle.
Called it.
Shout out to my shout out to my
Called
guy.
it.
For sure. Yeah. Look, that's cool. It gives me time to actually talk about this shit, bro.
I ain't gonna cap Jay, before you go, bro. I've been watching this nigga Adam all pod, bro. There needs to be a video of just him and his
Of his facial expressions. Yo, no,
his facial expressions has been wild, bro.
That's how it is talking to Adam in real life. This is actually like how Adam acts in real life. His facial expressions, he will never lie with his face. But shout out Nipsey, bro. I have Crenshaw the mixtape on CD. That has been the mixtape that I've been listening to the most this whole summer. Like I said, listening to Nipsey is basically my grind music. That's my get money music. He's got me through a lot of tough times in my life, whether it's just getting money, whether I feel great, whether I've been at the top of the world, whether I've been at the bottom of how I felt. Nipsey's always been there. Rest in peace to a legend. His kids recently got his estate.
Yeah,
his
they
estate.
getting bread, man.
Yeah, they gave him bread. So shout out to that. Shout out to him. I have to put him there. Number 4, my girl Aaliyah. Aaliyah is definitely up there for my top 5. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is what I'm talking about. Niggas don't really listen to Aaliyah for real, bruh.
No, I've always really fucked with Aaliyah. Even Adam know, I've got Aaliyah shirts, I got Aaliyah hoodies. I've always fucked with Aaliyah. Gone too soon, in my opinion. In my opinion, was a better singer, had a better voice. Was one of the only women that could go band for band with Beyonce if she was still alive. Was definitely one of the only women that could go band for band with Beyonce. Genuinely could go band for her. In terms of musical talent, as a whole, she was definitely going to be on that trajectory if she didn't tragically pass away. So R.I.P. to Aaliyah. Definitely my favorite female artist of all time, especially female singer of all time. She's up there. Number 3, Cole World, J. Cole. J. Cole for a while was number 2, especially growing up. Born Sinner was one of my first albums that I listened to front to back. Yeah, it was one of her first albums I listened to front to back ever. Born Sinner is a classic. Sideline Story is a classic. I've already talked about 2014 Forest Hill Drive is my second favorite album ever. For Your Eyes Only is a fantastic album. KOD is a fantastic album. The Fall Off, the album that he just released this year, in my opinion, album of the year. He's still going strong. His feature run from 2018 to 2023 was absolutely
Jay, all timer.
All-time feature run.
All-timer.
He really put himself up there as one of them ones, all-time feature run. Number 2, I got Kung Fu Kenny. I got Cornrow Kenny. I got K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar, number 2.
Wow, who's your number 1?
Basically everything that I've said about everything I said about Kendrick, you can everything I said about Cole, you can say about Kendrick times a million. Plus, again, I am a Cali kid, so this is basically my GOAT, at least on this coast. If in terms of rappers, I think he's the GOAT. I think he's the greatest rapper ever. I think that he's made every single album he's made has been different, and every single album that he's made has been fire. I recently just listened to Section 80 for the first time in a minute. Doesn't get I ain't gonna lie.
Section 80, great album to run to, but from Hold Up to F.U. First of all, the whole album really, I don't even have to name individual songs, but Hold Up is one of my favorite Kendrick songs of all time. It just feels
Yeah,
like a good time.
Hold Up, Poe Man's Dreams.
Poe
I
Man's
recently
Dreams,
got
for
back
sure.
into Poe Man's Dreams. I've been bumping that a lot lately.
Yeah, man.
High Power, of course, fantastic song. So you know,
I
Kendrick,
slept
you
on
know,
ADHD too. I slept on ADHD.
yeah,
ADHD is one of the ones
yeah,
for sure.
ADHD, Keisha's song, fantastic album.
Keisha's
But like
song is
again, and again, we're just talking about one album, and it's an album that's not even considered his best. So that should tell you how great I think Kendrick is. And number one, the greatest of all time, Michael Jackson. There's
Okay.
nothing I need to really say.
Okay.
There's nothing I really need to say.
Okay.
It's Michael Jackson. I'm
Okay.
not gonna go into depth. It's Michael Jackson, number one, my favorite artist ever.
Good
I
list.
understand that. I understand that your favorite artist. I could trust me. I understand. Mine ain't like the most like crazy either, but like I don't know, bro. It just feels so like so chalky. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's your music and
Here
it's your.
niggas go, bro.
It
Here
just feels
niggas
so
go.
chalky, bro. Like
Here niggas go.
J. Cole, Kendrick, and Mike Jack. I ain't say it's not wrong with it. You know, it's just like
I got two niggas from my area. Your whole list is full of
Right.
niggas from your area plus Drake.
fair.
So I got two niggas from my area. I got Cole, who I grew up with. I got Leah, who I grew up with, and then I got Mike, who I grew up with.
Fair, I guess. Who's
So
next?
you feel me?
Right. It's a
either
top
Adam
five
or-
list.
either
Like
Adam or Tyson.
his favorite artists are everybody's favorite artists. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll go next. This was my 4 and 5 was really hard. I just went back for my 4 and 5 to see who's consistently been in my top 5 since like 2020, because that's really when my musical like what I really like to listen to, my musical ear started to really form and like get where it is now. Before I do that though, my honorable mentions was Brent Fayez.
Damn,
Nice.
honorable mentions. Brett Fires his ass, by the way, though.
All right.
Oh my
okay.
God,
No, we're gonna skip past. We're gonna skip past. We're gonna skip past. We're gonna skip past it. And even though he is dead as wrong, I have to give him props. Unfortunately, Tory Lanez.
Are you
Nice.
dead ass serious? Tory Lanez?
Tory
I
Lanez
forgot that nigga
is
even
like
made-
that.
I forgot that nigga even made music. What are you
Oh,
doing?
okay. All right.
Alone
Anyways.
at Prom is heat.
Alone at Prom, bro. Alone at Prom, and
Sorry.
no,
Prom is
he got Alone
gas.
at Prom, and he has that
Bro,
other
man.
album.
Playboy. I know exactly what you're talking
Tory
about.
Lanez is more
Bruh.
known for getting shot by Megan than music he done made. What are you doing?
No, he's not. You're
Yes, he is.
Matt. I was about to call. Matt,
Matt's
nigga, you don't know what the
music
fuck
knowledge is
you're talking about,
insane,
nigga. Cause Playboy is the album that got me through my first breakup. Oh
I don't
my
even know what
goodness
that song
gracious.
is. I don't even know. I
It's
didn't
an
even know the name of
album,
his
and that's the
Oh, I
exact
didn't.
issue. Ugh. Anyways,
But I'm saying,
Um,
you know it.
bro, like I'm telling you, bro, Playboy,
Tyson, I got you, Tyson.
Playboy.
Good,
Man, I ain't worried about them niggas. Them niggas,
Bro,
they
this
snorting
nigga got
cocaine.
Tory
Fuck.
Lanez in his honorable mention. Ain't no way.
Yes, nigga, diverse. Anyways, I have to include them also. Rod is one of my honorable mentions. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that.
Wave, bro. I hate that.
Matt,
nigga,
you
bro.
nigga,
See, you good with me, bro. You're good with me, bro. I
Hate
promise
that
you,
nigga,
good.
bro.
And then P&D, Frank Ocean, and Destin Laurel. Niggas don't know Destin Laurel. Destin Laurel is one of my favorite. I mean, his album that he put out, Mercy, that he put out last year, one of my favorite albums ever. It was in my top 5. So yeah. Now, my 5. Can guarantee y'all have never heard of her before. But she, like, when you don't talk about discography that is damn near perfect, she's amazing. She released her album the same day last year as Some Sexy Songs for You, and I was on my cruise going back and forth between these albums. None other
Before
than
you give your top 5, before you get your top 5, I want you to know, bro. This top 5 is the 5 that's going on the internet. You're not changing it how you did last time, bro.
nigga, I uploaded my original 5 on the pod. What the fuck are we talking about? On the page.
You changed it.
No, I put the original one on the thing.
Janae was not in your top 5.
Janae didn't go on the page. Janae didn't go on the page.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention there.
Yeah, I know.
No,
It's all right. It's all right, Neo. It's all right, Neo. Just stay over there. Just stay over there. My 5 is Mariba. Niggas probably never heard of her before. I was introduced to her when she has this album called The Jungle Is the Way Out. In 2019, she has this one song with Black called Heat Wave. I mean, fucking amazing. Not even the best song on the album, but like in 2019, I'm in like 9th grade. Phenomenal song, bro. Like phenomenal song. But the whole album is amazing. Like no skips. Truly an unskippable album. Love it. And then she came out with The Breeze Grew Fire. damn near. I damn near would put this over some sexy songs for you. Like I actually probably would put this over some sexy songs for you. I love this album from top to bottom. It is it's an amazing album. And she has consistently been in my top artist ever since I started listening to her. Phenomenal artist, bro. She needs some love. She also has some hits like Bet and Ryder. Great artist. Number 4, none other than Big Fuge. I ain't gonna cap to you. Big Fuge had to go at number 4. Listen, throw away.
Just go and let that nigga get it over
Throw
with.
away.
Like,
Throw away.
just
Let me tell you something.
get it over with.
Let me tell you something.
Just
Let me,
get it over
listen,
with.
let me tell you something, bro. Throw away. I remember one time. Let me tell y'all something, bro. You know I have stories behind my shit. Me and my ex had broken up, but I still had her location. And we were still talking after we broke up. And we were texting, and she wasn't texting me no more that night. And I seen her location somewhere where it wasn't. Just played that Future.
Hey,
Just played that
hey, no
Future.
bullshit. Hey, bro, no bullshit. We wasn't together no more, bro. Like, I was taking a nap. Had a dream, bro. Shorty was like with another nigga, bro. I woke up. I was like, bro, like, you done been with somebody else, like, after me. We wasn't broken up for that long. She was like, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't
Chain
gonna
on her
cap.
ass, boy. It was over with. It was over with, boy.
Throwaway is one of them songs that, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, yeah, like, bro, that second half of Throwaway, man. But I mean, obviously, like, I ain't really got to speak too much on Future, bro. He has Surfing on the Tsunami. He has Hendrix. He had first Love You Better, Wait for You. I mean, bro, Thought It Was a Drought. Like, Future has hits on hits on hits. Plus, his album with Drake, their collab album, What a Time to Be Alive, one of the best albums I've ever heard. One of my favorite albums ever. One of the best collab albums of all time. Bare
I was
minimum.
gonna say definitely best
Like
collabs
bare
albums
minimum.
ever, for
Like,
sure.
I
I'll say that for
mean,
sure.
goodness gracious. I ain't gotta go too much on Future. My top 3 was locked though. Top 3, I knew the exact, like, as soon as Matt sent in the chat, I knew the exact order it was gonna be in. Number 3, Janae Aiko.
Bang! That's a great
Janae,
pick.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like, Janae,
Pick.
let me tell you something, bro. Let me take y'all back, bro. I'm like 10 years old, gang. I'm sitting in the back of my mama Honda Pilot. We listening to the radio, and The Worst by Janae Aiko comes on. Gang, I don't cap. I'm 10 years old. I know nothing about love, about heartbreak, about nothing. Nigga, I'm not pop. I'm actually ugly as shit. Like, I am not the nigga in the school who getting the hoes, nothing like that, bro. But like,
You still not that nigga. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
you're right.
Wow.
You're right. Shout out, hey, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. But
That wasn't nice.
hey, like, The Worst, just another one of them songs that, like, even when I was able to grow up and it hit different for me. My goodness. Sailing Souls by Janae, one of my favorite albums of all time. I mean, 2 Seconds, My Mind, bruh, Living Room Float, bruh, shit. And then Chilumbo, if that's how you pronounce it, Quarantine, that was one of my most played albums. 10,000 Hours by her featuring Nas. And then you have Pray For Me. And then you have, bruh, let me just pull up the album again. Because Janae, when I say
I will say,
You
bro.
You don't have to pull up the album. We
Hey,
get it.
too late, nigga. Hey,
I will
Triggered, Speak, One Way, Love, Born Tired, Magic Hour.
I will say that with like Jhené Aiko, without Jhené Aiko, we don't have like Summer Walker, we don't have SZA, we don't have Mariah, we don't have all these other like women artists that are popping right now. Like Jhené Aiko is definitely the grandmother of all of them for sure. I like that pick.
Stay ready with Kendrick. Comfort in Ending. I mean, bro, like, I'm telling you, like, Janae.
How did she influence them other people, Jay?
Bro, Janae's the style that she sings, bro. What are we talking about, nigga? Every modern R&B artist will tell you that Janae is one of their biggest influences.
Yeah, bro. Like you have, like if you listen to Summer and SZA and Mariah and all, like they literally get all their style from Janae Aiko.
Yeah, come on, man. What are we talking about? Respect it.
Like for
Yeah,
sure,
man.
she's definitely the godmother of all of them. For
And
sure.
even
Like,
and
definitely.
you know, even though like at a certain point, me and Big Sean, you know, we was into it over Janae and everything. I said, "Hey man, listen, bro." I said, "Hey gang," I said, "Hey gang," you know what I'm saying? I said, "Listen, bro. You know what, twin? You got it." I said, "You got it." You know what I'm saying? Even though she really wanted me more than him, I like, look, bro. I mean, if you want this shit, twin, you got it, bro.
Right.
And like, yeah, like she still be hitting me on the side and shit like that, but it's all good. I really wasn't probably
Like,
supposed to say that. I really wasn't supposed to say that. She probably sent a photo to my door. Look, but it's all right. Janae, if you send photos to my door, it better be your ass for real.
This nigga, bro.
But yeah, Janae was number 3.
Oh my
Number 2
God.
is none other than Jermaine Cole. Born Sinner.
Bang.
Born Sinner.
Weak ass nigga, bro.
One of Born. Look, you can say that shit weak, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Born Sinner as an album,
Bang.
bro. That shit, like when I say that shit really
Bang.
hits, bro. He's one of the best rappers ever. The Fall Off, of course, is an amazing album. Jay called the album of the year. I'm not even mad at him for saying that. Like I listened to it a couple days ago. It is for surely one of those ones. But
What is it? 2014 Forest Hills or something like that?
that's not what
Yeah,
I was talking about.
that's what I think is his best album. But
I don't think that's his
album.
best
I'm
album.
saying, no. I'm saying yeah, that's the only album I know for real.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
you got
for sure.
The album,
bro.
the album, no. It's another album that I listened to by J. Cole. It was like 2022.
The fall,
Probably
off season.
off season.
Off
I
season,
don't
off
like
season
off
was
season.
cool, but
I don't
off
like
season
off
was cool,
season.
but like I just think J.
Season
Cole
was
is
cool.
mid. I think J. Cole is mid. I think niggas over.
Had a nigga named Mook in your top 5, whatever.
That's my nigga. That's my nigga. I'ma always support my dogs, bro.
Yeah, good job.
You had a nigga at 5. You had a nigga at 5 that I don't know who the fuck that was.
Yeah, a lot of people know her though. It's hard.
That's fine.
Just
That's
happen.
cool. When my dog blow up in the city and you bumping that nigga,
I hope he does
I'ma
blow up.
grab you.
The crazy thing is,
like,
hey, listen,
I'ma be like, you can't listen to that nigga, bro.
Matthew, you don't have to put hands on boys. I promise.
Gosh,
It's okay.
Go, bro.
Just leave me alone.
Your number one.
Just
Hey,
leave me
you already
alone.
know what your number one is. All right, go ahead.
Hey. No, I do have to get this off though. I don't know if Jay is familiar, but Rags to Riches by J. Cole on I don't know. Jay, are you familiar with that, man?
Yes,
on the come up, Rags to Riches. Hey, Broke has a bad joke, but still out. Yeah, one of the ones. And yeah,
for sure.
I mean, my number one, like I ain't gotta say too much, but I am gonna say everything I need to say. Is Drizzy Drake, the guy, sis God, is Drizzy Drake, like the boy's home. I mean, fuck, like, nigga, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Drake, from not even Thank Me Later, from So Far Gone, from Room for Improvement. Niggas don't even know about that Room for Improvement.
You talking about like when he was when he was in that black leather jacket in that fall looking picture, bro?
That's Comeback Season. Comeback Season is one of those ones too. Room for Improvement is before Comeback Season. See, niggas ain't really doing their research on fucking Drizzy Drake like that, bruh. You got Room for Improvement. You got Comeback Season. You got you got So Far Gone. You got Thank Me Later. Then after that, we go Take Care. We go Nothing Was the Same. We go If You're Reading This Is Too Late, which is really supposed to be a mixtape, but the label forced him to put it out as an album because they want to make bread off of him. Then we go Views a couple of years later, but you get What a Time to Be Alive before that. Then you go Scorpion, where this nigga Pusha T put out that weak ass disc. Scorpion is still one of those ones.
You missed more
Bro,
life. You missed
chill.
more life.
Go slow. Go slow. Go slow. Damn. I had to get on Scorpion because it's the bigger topic, but yes, he did release More Life that has a bunch of phenomenal songs on it, such as Do Not Disturb, such as Sacrifices. Yes, it's one of those ones. Then you go Certified Lover Boy. Then you go one of my favorite albums of all time, For All the Dogs, that got me through fall of 2023. And then,
Dirt, in my opinion.
Anyways, and then you have Honestly, and you also have Honestly Nevermind, and you also, oh my goodness, like this shit get me so excited. Drake is amazing, man. He's been there with me every single phase of my life. Like, it's crazy as fuck, cause like, really, like when he was making like these three recent albums, I was like Drake. Drake's like, man, I'm gonna just do this big ass album. It's gonna be long as fuck. I'm gonna give something to everybody. I said, Drake, What am I? He said, what you mean, what are you? I said, Drake, I'm Omega. Remember you mentioned us in that song a couple years ago? He like, oh yeah. I said, you know what my club is? He said, you're a 3. I ain't gotta say too much for real about what he did after that.
Hey,
I
bro.
ain't gotta say too much for
Y'all
real.
talk talk
Hey.
about me and how I talk about Kendrick, man.
And I
Good
said,
Lord.
and then peep, and then peep, and then peep. I said, Drake, who am I? He said, you're T.O. Big Boss. I said, chill, I am, but what else? He said, you him. I said, okay, bet. So make that bitch Habib, yeah, and Ice, and okay, for sure. All right, I ain't gotta say no much more, man. Shit.
Hey,
Y'all talk
I just
about
wanna
me, talk
listen.
about Kendrick.
Listen.
Like,
I just wanna before Adam go. I didn't give my honorable mentions, but I really do want to get some of my honorable mentions because like I don't think I'll expect these out of me. K Count is an honorable mention for me. K Count
we've heard.
like
K
20,
Camp got some good shit.
2014, 20 like 2013, 2014, 2015, and even now with Kiss the Kiss album, like K Camp is super underrated to me, bruh. Like when I'm trying to chill, I want some that like just chill vibe music, bruh. I put on some K Camp. You got Marilyn Monroe Part Two. Marilyn Monroe Part Two is so fucking fire, bro.
K
Like
Camp is like that.
K Camp is tough.
Kiss 5 has one of my favorite songs of all time on it, and
Yes,
what's not what's on your mind? What's your name? Banger,
yes.
banger.
Oh, you
G
got
fly
friendly.
fly.
You got
Oh
friendly
my.
on there. Like when I was going through my thing, girl, you too friendly was on there. Was a vibe. Like K Camp got some great shit on there. Sexy Red, bruh. I love it. Like y'all know me, I'm a beats guy. I can get up and dance to Sexy Red. I fuck with Sexy Red,
You be
man.
twerking the
I fuck with
Sexy
Sexy
Red,
Red.
nigga?
No, bruh.
Oh.
Tyson, let's not get there,
That
bro.
nigga,
Let's not get there,
hey,
Tyson.
is that not a valid question? That nigga say he be dancing to Sexy Red. Like, what, nigga? What the fuck else are you doing to Sexy
Bruh,
Red?
let's not get there, Tyson.
Nigga be
Let's not
dancing
get
with his
there,
nigga.
bruh. Let's not,
Get it sexy,
bruh. Screech.
get it mad, get
Hey,
it mad.
bruh.
That's what you be on
Hey, Tyson.
it.
Let's not get
Clips
Tyson.
for
Let's not
sure.
get.
Clips for sure.
I hate this
Clips
nigga, bro. But
clips for sure.
nah, K Can't Sexy Red. Shout out Yachty. Um, Draft Day. I fought Detroit music heavy. Um, yeah. Shout out them, bro. And then shout out Mariah, bro. I fuck Mariah. I'll shout out Mariah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I fuck Mariah.
We
Yeah,
live with it. Yeah.
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 It's turn. All right, Adam, bro. Go ahead and just go through Quelly Wu, Cash Cobain. You know what I'm saying? Go through,
Nigga, Chief
go through
Keef.
your
Like,
Chief Keef might be in that
Yo,
five.
y'all lists are crazy. I can't even lie. For
nigga,
sure.
no.
Bro,
Y'all got some crazy
I can guess at least 3 that's gonna be on Adam. I
I
can
Jay's
feel like
guess at
I,
least
actually
3.
wasn't even crazy though. Like his was just dirt, like for sure.
like
But
Nigga hating.
He's only saying that because Nipsey's on the list. That's the
I
only
feel like
reason.
I feel like I had the best
That's
five so far.
the only reason he's saying is dirt. It's 'cause Nipsey's
bro,
on the
that
list.
Nipsey shit, bro. Real talk, that Nipsey. Bro, rest in
Bro,
peace.
you're from Jersey, bro. You don't
For real.
get it, bro.
Rest
I'm
in
telling you.
peace.
This
bro.
nigga finna say
Rest in
Chief
peace.
Keef and he from Jersey. Like, imagine.
Rest in peace. And like, I'm sure the impact and all that shit is real, but that nigga Nipsey
Bro,
Hussle
it's
is
cool,
so
bro.
good,
Just
bro.
go through your 5, bro.
Like,
Just go
that
through your
shit is so
5. Just
bad.
go through your 5. Just go
Okay.
through your 5, bro.
I was really thinking about it. I feel like off the string, I have to put Drake in there. I wouldn't consider myself just like the biggest Drake fan, but Drake is just like, you know,
It's Drizzy
Ain't no-
Drake.
the
Like,
GOAT of our generation, one of the best poets one of the best at the music stuff. Biggest
I'm gonna tell him you said that. I'm gonna
influences,
tell him you
things
said
like
that.
that.
And R. Kelly. Shout out R. Kelly. Shout out R. Kelly too. I listen to R. Kelly. I fought R. Kelly.
The musician, not the
Musician?
individual.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Yeah,
Robert,
bro.
nigga. I said R. Kelly. I didn't say Robert. Fuck Robert.
Fuck Robert.
Yeah, think I'm trying to think about some of my favorite Drake stuff, but with just one of my favorite memories though has to be, you know, freshman year throwing that champagne poetry. Like I remember that came out and like listening to that at midnight, and like it was just so crazy. Like,
Champagne
and that's when I
Poe.
knew like, okay, Drake is like really to go. Scorpion came out. I remember bumping that like at my grandma crib like at 12 or whenever when it came out. That's like honestly that's got to be like in my top 3 personal favorite Drake ones. So shout out to Drake. Feel like that.
Drizzy Drake.
Number 4,
What?
I have to put Chief Keef. I'm gonna put him at
Look
4.
at that.
I'm gonna put him at
Like,
4.
mind you, this nigga wanna blow your whole shit up. This nigga wanna blow your whole shit up.
For sure.
Definitely, bro, like one of the best artists of our generation, one of the most influential artists of our generation.
Yeah.
16 years old, came into the game, dropped Finally Rich.
At 16, I
Arguably one
can't-
of the best albums of all time, has dropped so many other great albums. You know, he's like young boy when it comes to just dropping stuff and things like that. So has a ton of albums, ton of tapes, ton of songs, ton of leaks, and he's still going like to this day. I want to throw that out there.
He's falling
Yeah,
off,
Sosa
bro.
2 was heat.
Has to be
Sosa 2 was
Sosa.
heat. Sosa 2 was heat. I can't lie.
I was never a big Chief Keef. I ain't gonna-
Sosa 2
Yeah,
was gas.
I wasn't a big Chief Keef guy, but I respect his impact, and I know the impact he's had though.
Yeah, that was
sure.
yeah, same here. He just was.
Like I was bumping
not
more
so-
Dirk than Chief. I ain't gonna cap. I was bumping Dirk.
I was too. I was bumming Dirt crazy. No,
Hey.
Almighty Soul 2 was heat though. Almighty
Voice
Soul 2 was
Voice
heat.
of the Heroes with Dirt and Baby. Honestly, if this was 2020, Baby would have been in my top 5.
Baby
For
would have never been
sure.
in my top 5.
Baby would have for sure been in the top 5. This is 2020. I'm not going fake. Baby would have for sure been in the
Even
top
I mean,
5.
Baby even still got some shit to this day. Like, off
What's
his
your
last
top
album.
3?
Yeah, for sure.
We can't have no dead time. So like,
But you gotta
don't
put,
really-
bro, you
I-
gotta put, you
hey.
gotta put Hove.
Well, yeah, okay.
I know you got.
I really didn't want to come into it with any order, but I just knew that they would be like the final 2. So then Jay-Z, that's probably my number 1. I can't even fake. Greatest poet of our generation. He's
nah,
the guy.
Jay-Z bump. No cap.
You know, like
Dead
just
Presidents is
even
one of
I
the
feel like
ones.
the swag, how you carry yourself, that matters. You know, he's like a billionaire, all these things. And then just the quality of the music and the quality of the last thing that he dropped is what really solidified him as a GOAT for me.
What the last 3
like-
songs?
No, I'll say this, bro. While I was in New York, I was listening to 444. But yeah, I got
No,
I don't share the same
444 is
sentiment.
good, but those
I don't share the
last
same-
3, the last 3 songs he just added, or whatever that he unreleased shit, yeah, they should have stayed unreleased. Those were ass. them shits were garbage.
Nah, bro, I'm talking about the last time we heard from him on an album.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
on an album, yeah, on a project.
yeah, 444
No,
is one of the ones.
Yeah, I was in New York listening to that. Like, I don't share the same sentiment as like having him as the GOAT, but definitely listening to that in New York.
I mean,
I
the Black
understand.
album, holy shit.
Nah, I think like for like when 444 came out, like we did a whole like I had like a whole class on like they broke the whole album down and some more shit, bro. Like
That's heat.
Jay-Z was like real intricate on like how he did, bro. Like
I'm not black.
even
I'm
just how he
cheap.
went how with his music career from like announcing his retirement and standing on it and then like just allowing people to appreciate the music that he did have when it came out, and then once it was gone it was like, bro, he has quality shit. It's not like a nigga who just keep dropping and it's like, bro, the more you drop the more niggas don't like you because this shit is ass. Like, I'm gonna drop quality shit and then I'm gonna go gone. I'm gonna just let people appreciate what I got, and then I think that's a
Yeah,
lore
man.
of Jay-Z too. Like,
The wars
that's a
between
lore
him
of
and
Jay-Z.
What's better
between
than
him and
Billionaire?
Wayne.
Cause I think like even like with Wayne, like Wayne has the Carter albums, but the thing with Wayne is
Carter
Wayne
6, 5.
Wayne kept dropping, and them shits got more
Yeah,
Worse and
I
worse
don't
and
cap,
worse and worse.
Yeah, I
Like, he
don't
should have
cap,
stopped.
bro.
Like, bro, if Wayne
Carter
stopped,
5, Carter 5. If he stopped at Carter 5, that would have been perfect in my opinion.
Before that, bro, he should have
Well,
stopped. before that.
okay,
Carter 5 wasn't that
wait.
bad. Carter 5 wasn't that bad to me.
No,
Carter 5 was not that
Carter
bad to me.
5
Listen.
was Carter 5
Carter 5 was
was
not bad.
the deluxe.
Compared
The
to
the deluxe. No,
compared to Carter 1, 2, and 3.
Of course, compared to Carter 1, 2, and 3, it wasn't as good. It's Carter 1, 2, and 3, but Carter 5 wasn't that
You
bad.
should have pulled some Jay-Z shit and been like, bro, Carter 3 is it. Bro,
I
if he
mean-
stopped at Carter 3, if he stopped
He's not at Carter 3.
no.
He
Carter 4 was good.
Carter 4 was good too.
Carter 4 was good.
too. Carter 4 was great too.
like I
I'm not gonna
said,
lie.
He
the
should
more
have stopped. He
Jay-
should have
more
stopped at FWA. That's what he should
He
have
should have
stopped
stopped at Carter 5 to me. Like if he really wanted to drag it out, Carter 5.
Oh yeah,
should've been good.
Carter 5 was good, but FWA. Listen, if you have not listened to FWA by Lil Wayne, bro, when this shit was just on my mixtapes before it was on streaming platforms, bump that shit overly. That shit got some
Yeah,
shit
like
on
who
it.
was your 2 and 3 though, Adam? Because you said you had
Well, Hov is his number one. All right.
yeah you
Yeah,
had
so I'm gonna actually move Chief Keef up to 3, and then I'm gonna put Young Boy at 4.
Bang. Okay. For
Okay.
sure.
Alright.
This is
For
definitely
sure.
one of the greatest that we've ever heard.
he has one of the greatest
He's
albums
one
too.
of
I'm
the
not a
most
Young Boy fan.
influential people
AI
ever.
Young Boy 2. AI Young Boy 2.
Oh.
I will never forget where I was.
I mean,
bro,
That's
like
gonna be
my
a
thing,
ride.
I ain't gonna cap like Young Boy, like, cause bro, look in Albany, like especially playing football, nigga, Young Boy was everything them niggas used to listen to.
Nigga, what?
Like,
Nigga,
bruh.
sophomore year of high school.
Gang, you go in
Sophomore
the
year of high
locker
school,
room,
bruh.
you're going to
High
hear
school
Decided,
period.
you're
High
going
school
to hear
period.
AI Young Boy, you're going to hear
Young Boy too?
Master of the Day. Yeah, you're gonna hear Realer, you're gonna hear Until Death Call. Fun fact, I did a remix to what's that song? Trying to Hide from the Cameras.
rap?
I
Yeah,
ain't going outside
for a school
that's it.
project we had to do, yeah, lame ass nigga, we had to do like a project, like we was doing Romeo and Juliet, and one of the things on the project as an option was to do a rap, and so I remixed Romeo and Juliet using Outside Today. That shit was fire. I actually got in trouble for it because I inadvertently was helping somebody else with their presentation, and them niggas was like, they said Tyson, just sing right quick. I said, trying to hide from my parents. I ain't going outside today. Couldn't find Juliet.
That's it.
Saw him, wrote the
I
line
think on Earth
today.
today.
And
Yeah,
funny thing is, my teacher is so petty. She took off 5 points off of the rap because I mentioned marijuana.
Oh, flesh.
I said, fuck it, it was worth
my
it.
favorite. I'm not a big Young Boy guy. I'm not at all. Because he has a cult fan base. I can't fuck with it.
Yeah, they're annoying as
But
shit.
I would say my favorite song by Young Boy is House Arrest Teens. That shit
Dang, banger.
that shit
Yeah,
to a
that's a
place.
solid one.
I flashed out and take his hand from off his body.
That takes me to a
Banger.
place where I can just bump that for real.
I don't cap.
Just like that last spot though, Adam.
Number two. Who's second place?
I think
It's
I need to
crazy
buy
'cause
another
it's like,
shot.
It's people
Pop
that I
Smoke.
really, it's some people I really should put, but it's like I really can't put them because like it would just be too crazy if I did it.
Bro, it's Pop Smoke, bro. It's okay.
I think
Might
I need
have
to take
go
another
with-
shot.
Nah, definitely not Pop Smoke. I have to go with 50, bro.
I
Okay.
knew 50
That's
was gonna be
smooth.
there for him.
That's
Solid.
smooth.
Yeah,
Solid.
you're from New York or you from Jersey?
He from
I'm from
Jersey.
Yeah, you're a real Jersey nigga for real, bro.
But yeah, bro. I mean, 50, one of my goats. I think he doesn't have the longevity, in some of like the actual catalog as like Jay-Z and some other people. But I think when you talk about like, pound for pound or punch for punch or whatever, like I think that like 50 Cent has to have like some of the best songs, best hits, things like that in a short stretch. And so I
Bro,
feel
he
like
has one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, and y'all know, like I said that was my GOAT album or like one of the GOAT albums.
Prime 50 is going band for band with anybody. For
For
sure.
sure.
Bro,
That's what I'm
I was this was like a few months ago. I was driving to my girl crib from I was going to South Carolina. And like I was like, bro, I wanted to listen to some 50, bro. Like I put on that album.
You already said this.
I'm listening to this shit. Yeah, I'm saying it again. Shut up. The same way you would just dick riding Drake for 5 minutes. Like,
nigga, no, what you gotta realize is Drizzy Dre. Like, come on, man. What are you talking about?
So like I said, bro, that bitch is fire, bro. That album is fire for sure. I'm not even mad at it.
Nah, that's
And like
it.
he got fire intros to his TV shows, so that also helps. The power.
They say
the
this
power
is a big
intros,
rich
right?
town.
Oh.
Banger.
Nah,
I just
bad.
come from the
Bad.
poorest
All the
Bad.
business stuff, bro. No cap.
Hey, the power theme is definitely hit.
Nah, facts.
Definitely heat for sure.
But
Yeah.
honorable mention, yo, I really wanted to put like Tron in there, like Baby Tron. I can't lie. Like,
Baby Tron.
I knew, no, I know it. You don't know Adam, bro. Like Adam was like, I was not gonna be shot at all if Baby Tron made the 5. I was not gonna be shot at all.
I really thought about putting him at 2, but I just have to put him as.
Bro, you don't know Adam for real. I was expecting either for him to put
Gotta
Tron.
really be It's okay, bro. Like before I moved to the Midwest, like I was not hip to that nigga at all. Like had no idea he existed. Then I move out there. This babe has sent me. She was actually from Jersey. She was like, "Yeah, I be bumping to Detroit music, whatever." Has sent me like 2 songs. I'm like, okay. Got home winter break. Threw on Ben Reaper 2. I'm like, yeah, this is like definitely one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life.
She
And
saved
then
your
I
life.
start going back. Classics, bro. And then I get with our LB, and he's
Said
like,
Lord.
"Yeah, nah, out here, Tron is like yada yada yada. Like you gotta get hip to this and this. I've been bumping him since 2019." I'm like,
Shout out
what?
Rod.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, cat, like I mess with Detroit music. I just don't mess with Babytron. Like I mess with V's. I mess with Babyface Ray, Babyface E. I mess with Lilo. Shout out Lilo.
Shout out
Lilo
Lilo.
tough.
Shout out Lilo.
Um,
He got one of the hardest bars ever, man. He said,
BPF Pac-Man. Pac-Man funny as shit, bro.
that
I mess
nigga,
with. I mess with.
yeah,
I
he's
really,
that nigga Lilo said, I'm happy that bitch broke my heart. She took me out my trance. Felt that. I
yeah,
felt
draft
that.
like draft day tough. I really feel
Oh,
with Detroit
Jay, you
music.
felt that?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I really feel. I feel with Detroit.
That's messy as shit.
Yeah, bro. Nah, y'all don't know Adam for real. I was actually very surprised that Babytron did not make the
Bro, like
five.
I'm not gonna lie. Like you just gotta like Luka Trončić, Ben Reaper 2, Ben
Sith
Reaper
Lord,
1.
Sith
My
Lord,
homeboy,
Sith
like
Lord is nice.
my homeboy love Babytron, bro. So he used to try to put me on the Babytron all the time, bro. I just can't. I can't.
I can never get
That's
hip to
like
Baby
really-
Tron.
So like, so
Yeah,
out of all the top 5, bro, like outside of your own, who got the best top 5?
I'm gonna side with Jay.
Tyson, you go first.
I'm gonna say Jay.
Bro. I'm gonna probably have to go with you again, bro. I'm not voting for Nipsey. And then,
That's
bro, Tyson
easy,
be
Bro,
having
bro.
I
people
ain't gonna
that
cap, bro. Like it's just
Don't be
always gonna
knowing.
end up like this, bro. Where it's just like me and Adam.
I mean, bro, y'all go to the same house. Y'all go to the same house. Y'all buy from the same dealer. Y'all like what the fuck we talking about, bro? Like,
You with Jay, bro. Y'all are worse than me and Adam, bro. Like you.
That's
niggas,
not
like,
true.
that's not true at
Bro,
all.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That I'm telling you, I'm just like, it's no way. Like, cannot vote for a list where it's like the top 5 artists ever, right? That's how I'm taking it. Like, oh yeah, that's a great top 5 list. Is Nipsey Hussle on there? And then like, bro, I don't even know who else came after that. It was probably
Okay,
Kendrick and
but that's
Nicole. Like, I
unfair,
wouldn't put
though.
them on there either.
That's
It was like,
unfair.
bro,
See, there you go.
That's unfair because name your top 5. I want to hear your top 5, Adam.
His
Osa, 50, Drake, and who else did I say?
Young boy, you had young boy. Then Drake.
Yeah,
young
young boy.
boy.
So 3 of the niggas that you named are from around your area. Like Chief Keef to you
Literally.
and this generation is what Nipsey is to them niggas over on the West Coast.
Well, not to him because Chief Keef is Midwest, but like, yeah, dude, like actually,
Like it's
like,
literally the equivalent.
That's why I don't even be arguing with him when he comes to that because I'm like, bro, you just don't get it, and it's
It's
okay.
the
Oh,
equivalent.
I'm not, bro, that I just can't. I can't get behind it, bro. I'm
I don't
sorry.
cap. I full in it, bro. I full in it, bro. Like I really full in it. But I feel like it's just a lot of West Coast rappers you can have over Nip where it would make sense.
Like
in my
who
opinion.
outside of Kendrick? Well, I mean, you could say like Dr. Dre and Cube and Snoop or
I was-
whatever.
I
But
was-
You
I,
didn't want to
Rod-
put Bucks Clan?
dude, I was very close. I was very close to putting Bucks Clan
Too
at
far.
5. I was
Too
very
far.
close to putting Bucks
Too
Clan at
far.
5.
The fact
But-
to me,
Too far.
Blue Bucks Clan is why I know that Nipsey is weak because I can listen to some West Coast music, something that's real, or that's how I know Kendrick weak too, for real.
What?
It's like I know I can listen.
You
to
like
some-
you see
Kendrick-
Tyson,
nah,
he just saying
Kendrick-
shit.
nah,
You
Kendrick
just
weak as
saying
fuck.
shit.
No,
What?
Niggas just saying- niggas are just saying shit.
Listen. When
Oh,
Kendrick
Clip
is
it.
making
Clip me.
real
no,
music,
Please
bro.
clip
when
me.
he's making poetry, he makes great music. In my opinion, when he's making that, but when he's trying to make the commercial hits and stuff like that, that is whack. And then I
But
can
that's
hear
such a
Bucks
small
Clan.
that's such a small part of his discography.
I disagree.
That nigga Drake be trying to rap in Spanish. What are we talking
all good.
about?
Fair
This
point.
is what I'm saying.
Fair point.
Then
No, that's
you
a fair
know
point.
Bucks Clan.
What are we talking
That's a fair
about?
point, though.
Like, what are we
You can put
talking
them
about?
in my
Listen.
honorable mention. I'll put Blue Bucks Clan in my honorable mention. And it's like that's a West Coast favorite. Everybody listens to them out there. But to me, I don't know. That's how I know that
Mozzie
Jay,
like that.
This
Name it weak,
nigga
'cause
Jay,
that's
this
real
nigga
West
Drake
Coast.
is from. This nigga Drake is from Canada talking about Little Rock, Arkansas, New Haven, Connecticut, nigga.
Like, what does he know about those places, my nigga? Like,
Cause he
what are we
got, cause he got booked there. Y'all not listening. He got booked there. I'm getting
still hate-
booked in
they still
Little Rock, Arkansas, New Haven, Connecticut, and probably fly the Confederate all along.
All right, enough,
Drake, like
please.
Batman act, like bro, like he was on
Yeah.
TLC, so I never really
Exactly.
Wheelchair
Can't
Willie was that
be
nigga. Or Jimmy. Was it Wheelchair Jimmy? Wheelchair Jimmy or Wheelchair Willie?
yeah,
Jimmy
or whatever his
like,
name
bro,
is,
I'm
bro.
not taking that Drake is moving packs across
This
the
mob
United
boss
States.
that he's twisting his fingers up at these niggas. Like, come on, bro. Let's
He
please
is,
just
no,
stop.
he's literally he's twisting it.
No, he was not twisting his fingers
Bro,
up, nigga.
all I'm saying is,
no,
all I'm saying
bro.
is, bro, for you, like you love this nigga Kendrick so much, but that nigga is 5'6". If I seen that nigga in the
What
street
the
by himself,
fuck
I
does
would
that
beat
have to
that
do
nigga
with
in.
the music?
Yeah, like literally, like you see what I'm
Nah,
talking
bro,
about? Like, niggas
I-
find shit to hate about. He can't even talk about the music. He's just, oh, this nigga's short, so I don't like him.
That ain't got nothing
Nah,
to do with the music.
Do that
Nigga, Gunna short. Gunna short. Like, what are we talking about? Like, bro, what are we like? Come on, bro.
Gunna better than Kendrick.
All right, bro.
And that's where we end the pod. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where we end the pod.
Nigga, Gunna can never make. Gunna love Gunna, bro.
Gunna's
but
not making good Kid
Gunna,
Mad City.
Gunna's not going. No, Gunna
No
not going
bullshit.
Section 80 to Good Kid, Mad City.
bullshit.
He's not going back to back like that.
I bet you I could play more Gunna songs. More people know more Gunna than vibe to more Gunna than they can to Kendrick. I swear. More,
That's probably not true because Kendrick been making music since 2010.
No,
Yeah.
the average person can vibe to more of Gunna songs than they can Kendrick.
No,
Yeah,
but
nigga's background music.
the reason, why you're saying that is, the reason why you're saying that is because you grew up in Atlanta, Georgia.
It's so bad.
No, Kendrick is literally, bro. Y'all are fucking crazy.
Yeah, Matt,
y'all are
just like
playing.
Tyson said, yeah, maybe in Atlanta you can play Gunna and everybody's gonna listen to Gunna. That's not how that works out here, gangster.
Nigga, Gunna not going Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly. Then the damn Gunna not doing that. Gunna not doing that.
Oh God, he's not doing that.
It always comes back to the West Coast argument. Him being like, yeah, this is what we play out here, but it's like
no, Kendrick is a
global.
world. Yeah,
Kendrick is
Kendrick is a
global, though.
worldwide phenomenon.
This is what I'm saying.
That nigga is not global.
Yes, he is.
Kendrick not global?
Niggas
What the fuck are we talking about?
Gunna religiously, like I was bumping.
Kendrick has performed in 2 Super Bowls and he's not global. Kendrick has performed in 2 Super Bowls and he's not global.
My 70-year-old uncle just texted me a Gunna song out the blue 2 days ago.
Yeah, you're from Atlanta.
What the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that mean?
You're in Atlanta.
That means that is so anecdotal.
Atlanta.
That means nothing. That is anecdotal.
Oh God,
That is very anecdotal. That is extremely anecdotal. That means nothing.
You're from Atlanta.
That means
This is like
nothing.
this is one of the biggest rappers to come out of your area.
He's from Jersey. He's 70.
Bro,
why is he randomly
you
sending
can.
me Gunna at 70 years old?
What does that means? Nothing. That means.
Nigga, bro, I was literally cleaning my aunt who lives in Ohio. I was cleaning my aunt's thrift store, and we listened to Pimp a Butterfly the whole time we were cleaning the store. Like, and she's pushing 70. No, she actually turned it
No,
on.
you see how
So
niggas
again,
can.
like, I don't
Do
know what
you
y'all
see
want
how
me to do
niggas can
again,
bring
bro.
up
That doesn't
anecdotal
matter.
shit
Like, that
to
literally doesn't
support their
matter. That
argument?
has
What the
no
fuck are
point.
we
That
talking
has
about?
no
But
point. That
to
does
say
not matter.
nobody listened to Kendrick is objectively incorrect. Yes, you did.
You said he's not global.
You said he's not global. This nigga performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. To say he's not global is crazy.
This nigga, one of his biggest concerts ever, where he had the little thorn or the crown with the thorns, was overseas.
They really fuck with that A minor shit, cause like you have to really.
We aren't even
Even
bumping that song.
before then, even before that.
Like before all of that,
Bro.
like,
He's cool. He can be global. He can be global. But
He is global. It's not a can be. He
Nigga,
Okay,
if you
cool,
play
cool,
all
he's
right
global.
for a nigga going
Listen,
crazy.
He's global. Cool, he's global. But I'm telling you, if I put 2 people in a room that ain't never listened to Kendrick or Gunna, if I put 2 people in a row, they will vibe more to Gunna than they will Kendrick. Promise you.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Gunna is background music. You have to actually listen to Kendrick music.
But even then, I disagree with that. I disagree with that because put on Love and Poetic Justice. Put on Love and Poetic Justice, or put on All Right. Put on All Right. It's over with. What the fuck is we even talking about?
What are we talking about?
That is true. That is true. That is true. Or Now or Never. What are we talking about, bro?
That's not true, bro.
Yes,
bro. You can put on Love, and anybody can vibe out the love. You can
Anybody's
put on
vibing out the love. Put on Loyalty.
You can put on Poetic Justice.
I can put on 200 Justice. I can put on Baby Birkin. I can put on.
Nigga, we can go song for song, dead ass,
bro.
Hey, my nigga got hardware behind this shit.
Like, what are we, bro? Like, what are we doing, bro? To the mean Kendrick Lamar, out of all people, at the expense of Gunna.
Album over good.
We're comparing Kendrick Lamar to Gunna. Like, what are we talking about?
Because Macklemore won best rap album. What are you talking about?
What the fuck does that mean?
It's because you make music that white people can digest.
He just got a BET award. He just got a BET award. So what are we talking about?
Kendrick, bro. No, Kendrick is not. No. We're not about to disrespect Kendrick like this. Like he's just some guy who makes music for white people. Like
he literally just won.
All Right was literally
thing to do with what I'm about to say, Jay.
I know what you're about to say. You're saying, oh yeah, just because he got the award from the white people voted for, aka the Grammys, that means anything. And I'm saying that he gets awards from everybody. The Grammys is not just the only award he's getting. He got a Pulitzer Award. What are we talking for rapping? What are we talking about? We're comparing this thing to Gunna? What are we talking about?
Gang, what the fuck are we doing?
About a BET award and a Grammy.
Okay, so what do you care about then?
How the music sounds.
Nigga, the music is fire. But honestly though, hearing his top 5, bro, this nigga had Babytron and Youngboy. Kendrick didn't stand a fucking chance.
Kendrick didn't stand a chance.
He didn't have Babytron in the top 5. He said he wanted.
He basically did. I know Adam. Adam like damn near wouldn't put him top 5. Adam damn near wouldn't put top 5.
You niggas are being biased. Because if you
there's no bias.
That's not Tyson's not.
I just named like 10 Kendrick songs off the top of my head.
Jay just admitted that a random person who never listened to Kendrick and Gunna will bump more than Gunna.
No, he didn't.
He gives a backhanded compliment.
No, I didn't.
He never said that.
I said that it's easier to say that you could just put on Gunna because you don't really have to listen to Gunna. It's just background music. You just put it on in the background. You have to actually sit down and listen to a Kendrick song.
But even then, Kendrick, because Kendrick has both though. That's the thing. Kendrick has both.
Yeah, Kendrick has both. You but Gunna, most of Gunna's catalog is sit down, press play, let it play in the background. You don't need to really ingest what he says.
That's not true.
That is true. That is definitely true. All right, name me one Gunna song. Name me one Gunna song that evokes any type of feeling other than something that's like not surface level.
Other than just floating through the stratosphere, bro.
Gift and a Curse. Listen to that album. That whole album, Gift and a Curse.
I love that album.
I've listened to the album.
I love that.
Nigga,
album,
I've listened to the album. That shit is not. It's not that. 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 It's not that.
Hey, Gunna is not producing a whole movie soundtrack. Basically, he's not doing that.
Right, gang.
Watch a movie when I listen to these niggas. That's your problem, bro.
No, that is your.
Actually, listen to Kendrick. No, bro. I'm not trying to write down in a book and try to dissect a 5-page essay for.
You don't have to do that though.
You don't have to do all that. You just need to listen to what he's saying. What is rap? What is rap at its core? It's poetry over a beat. All you have to do is listen to what Kendrick is saying. And in terms of poetry over a beat, not many people, if any people, is doing it better than Kendrick in the history of rap. That is a concrete fact. You can only really name niggas like Jay-Z, Prime 50, Nas. Those are the only niggas who you can really put in the category of Kendrick when it comes to poetry and rap. And that's a fact. That's a point blank fact, whether you want to admit it or not. Like that's a point blank fact. There are very few niggas that you can put in that same tier of can write out poetry over a beat, which is what rap is at its core.
Yeah, bro. Like okay. Like saying Gunna's over Kendrick. Okay, cool. Personal purpose. But nigga, like the Kendrick's
as
respect
a
is going too
rap,
far.
like, come on.
This is going too
like,
far.
Come on.
This is
come
going too far,
on,
bro.
Come on.
This is going too far.
Give me
Come
Gunna every day of
on.
the week over Kendrick.
You're from Atlanta, dude. It's
It has
okay.
nothing to do with it, bro.
Yes,
I
it
promise
does.
you,
Your
bro.
whole list is Atlanta niggas. Your
On
whole
life,
list is
I
Atlanta
promise
niggas.
it does.
No, the
On
only
life,
way-
I promise it does.
Your whole list is Atlanta
only
niggas.
Yes.
way- the only way you could ever get me to say that Kendrick is actually nice is if I was from Cali to beat that shit in my head for my whole life. That nigga
That's
is
not true.
Nigga, you grew up in Atlanta, so
You're
you
an
have
Atlanta
Gunna
nigga. You're
and
an Atlanta
Future and
nigga.
Thug on
And
your
Thug.
shit. What are we talking about?
You have Gunna. You have Gunna.
In my mentions, I named y'all 6 niggas from Detroit. I ain't never been to the
Your
Midwest in my
top
fucking life.
five. Your top five, Matt.
Your top
Your
five
top
is 4
five is
Atlanta niggas and
Atlanta
Drake, who is
niggas.
Atlanta. Is 4 Atlanta niggas and Drake, who is Atlanta adjacent.
Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Whoa.
Yo, like, gang, like, bro. That's the thing. Your top five is Future, Drake, Gunna, Thug, and Mook. Nigga, 4 of them niggas is from down here. What are we talking about?
Like, come on. And it's okay. Like, that's the music you grew up with. That is cool. But to say that, like, Kendrick is making bad music or something is, like, crazy, bro.
Outside of Mook, because I ain't listen to his music. The 4 niggas I named are actually nice. I could play them niggas anywhere.
Nobody's saying they're
We're
not
not
nice.
saying they're not
Nobody's
nice.
You're saying
We
that
all
Kendrick
said
is weak, and
Kendrick
that's
was
objectively not
ass.
true.
That is what
all
you
niggas
said.
will more than Kendrick. All 4 of them will bump more than Kendrick. I promise you.
No,
I
they're
promise
not.
you they will bump
No,
more
they're
than
not.
Kendrick.
Maybe if
They're
we're
not.
at a party,
Drake,
sure.
Maybe, yeah, like at a party for sure. You got it. At a party, you
But
got
even
it.
at a party,
But
nigga, we go not like us. Fuck is we talking about? Gunna has never. Hey, you know the crazy thing? Out of all of the niggas you just mentioned, Gunna's not. None of the niggas you just mentioned that made a song as big as Not Like Us. That's the craziest shit ever. Or as love, or as loyalty, or as humble, or as alright. Like, nigga, or as poetic justice. Nigga, I just named like 5 Kendrick songs that beat all them niggas out. What are we talking about?
Bro,
And by the way, this is coming from the Drake super fan. By the way, this is coming from the
bro.
Drake super fan.
Thug, you're crazy. Thug got, bro, best friend went platinum, nigga. Best friend.
Best
everybody knows
friend.
fucking best friend by Thug.
Not like that's what platinum in a day. Like,
Dog.
what are we
I just
talking
named
about?
you 5 Kendrick songs that did the same type of shit.
He's talking about
Bro,
platinum. Like,
bro,
what? What are we
again.
talking about?
You named
Again,
one song,
bro.
I named 5.
Again, bro, I don't care about numbers, bro.
You
talking
just
about,
gave platinum.
cool, because y'all kept bringing it up. You brought up awards in the first place. Jay brought up awards.
Yeah, my nigga got hardware.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about skill? You don't want to talk about skill. On life, you don't want to talk about skill.
Are we gonna talk about skill?
Cool. Yes, when you two dweebs are in a book club, play Kendrick. Yes, he'll probably be cool. But in a regular environment, when niggas want to just
What is a regular environment? What is a regular environment?
Kendrick.
Yes, they
is a regular
are. There
environment?
is shit you can
What
vibe
is a
to with
regular
Kendrick. What the
environment?
fuck? Oh, bro.
Bro,
What is a regular environment to you? Just like just folks sitting around.
Bro, I'm done, bro. Y'all aren't going to see it from my point of view. I'm damn sure not seeing it from your point of view, bro.
Your point of
And
view is
y'all
straight
niggas-
Atlanta
y'all
niggas.
put this nigga on a pedestal, bro, that I don't think he should be on, bro. Like, cool, he makes deep introspective music, as like Jay like to say.
He doesn't just make that though. He doesn't just make that. That's where you got the shit ass backwards. He doesn't just make deep introspective music. He makes music that you can listen to and have fun.
Oh,
If this
bro,
nigga
that
Jay
shit, you know-
is not fucking arguing about me like this, bro, I'm gonna know something about him. Cause he's
No, but that's the thing though. Like, it's one thing to say that, okay, I prefer someone over someone else. But to say
the
that
nigga is
ass is asinine.
bruh,
That's
like, bruh.
insane.
I
Like,
won't say
bruh.
Kendrick is ass. I won't say that because he's got a ton of classics that I really do rock with.
Thank you.
But I think that couple months, the past couple drops, that shit's all ass for sure.
And that's fine. Like you can like that's perfectly
Mr.
fine.
Morale,
That's fine.
Like, even that shit, I don't really play that shit for real, but I think Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that was a good album. I liked it. It was cool. It was like that. I mean, I don't see how that's not some background shit. Like that's definitely some shit you put on like while you're reading or like.
I
cleaning
listened to
for
that
sure.
album.
Like
I listened to that album while I was spring cleaning my room. I can't remember shit from that album.
All right.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta like
no,
sit down
okay,
and just
Okay.
But-
Name me one introspective lyric from A Gift and a Curse.
Can't tell you off the top of my head.
All right, thought so.
Crickets,
Okay, boom.
crickets,
Thought so. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay, boom. All right, bang. All right, cool. All right, for sure. Hey, for surely. Hey, for sure. Okay, for sure.
Listen,
For sure.
listen. I never said I listen to Gunna. I never said I listen to Gunna for deep introspective shit. Never said I did. All I said was my whole argument was if I just put two people in a room who've never heard music before, they would have a better time listening to Gunna than they would Kendrick. That's all I'm saying.
And I disagree. You
I
could put on
disagree
All
with
Right.
that as
Everybody
well.
everybody listens to All Right. You could play All Right and the whole stadium is jumping. You could play like at the time in 2017 when niggas were playing.
You can play Humble. You can play Loyalty. You can play Love. Like
you can play Loyalty. You can play Love. You can play DNA. And you can play Element. You can play Element in the stadium. Niggas are gonna get jumping.
Like that's the thing. Kendrick has so many like different bags that you can really go into.
He thinks he's just introspective music, and that's just flat out not true. It's just not true.
Not like us.
Please stop. Like, we're not even talking about Not Like Us.
I mean, you could go Not Like Us too.
I wasn't even gonna bring up Not Like Us. I wasn't even gonna bring up Not Like Us.
I already did.
Also, just not a thing that a lot of niggas like. The sound in general is just not a good. It's not a sound that translates with everybody.
You said what?
That's another thing. The West Coast sound in general.
Yeah,
that's
like
false. That's false.
That's
false.
Yo,
that's false.
Look.
That's false.
Hey, tell me E40 is heat right now.
But that is false. That is false. Like every region has a sound. The South has a sound. There are niggas from the South who probably ain't gonna bump in the North. There are niggas in the South who ain't gonna bump in the Midwest, who ain't gonna bump in Texas, who ain't gonna bump on the West Coast. That is their sound.
Look, I will say this about the West Coast is that I can agree that the West Coast is definitely a difficult type of genre to get into, especially new age West Coast. I know a lot of niggas that don't like the West Coast, and like Kendrick said, I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. But at the same time, like when it comes, but at the same time, like to sit here, like, because again, even though Matt got a bunch of Atlanta niggas outside of his boy who I've never heard, I'll check him out. If you say he's cool, I'll check him out. All the niggas you said on your list, I fuck with. I fuck with Thug, fuck with Future, fuck with Drake, all them niggas. You're saying Kendrick is ass, and that's just not true.
Yeah, that's like we're going far.
That's just not true.
We're going far.
Even Adam, who's been trolling the whole time about Nipsey, can can put that down, admit, and be like, yeah, Kendrick is an objectively good artist. You're the only person that is saying that Kendrick is not a good artist.
Bro, I will be on this hill by myself. I don't care.
You on the hill by.
Hey, look, hey,
the nigga's not good to me, bro.
Hey, there's a saying like, it's like niggas say I'ma die on that hill. Niggas say at least you dead though.
On that hill,
I was down that hill, boy. I do not care.
You is dead on that hill by yourself.
He has just few songs. Like most artists at his level, they have a handful of songs that's really good. Cool, I give him that. But for the majority of it, bro, I do not fuck with Kendrick. He's not good to me.
That is an okay statement.
Does not make
Kendrick is ass is different.
No, so because he doesn't make good music to me, you know what he is? Ass.
That okay.
To me, he's ass.
Or maybe your music taste isn't that good. Maybe your music taste is not that good.
Mind you, this nigga, bro, this nigga has the worst music taste up here.
That's not true.
That could mean that your music taste is not good.
Bro, I send my Get Up song every day, bro, and y'all be saying, "Oh, Matt, you listen to this, man? I ain't know you know ball for real." Yes.
Yeah, because you sent Mariah and Kali Uchis this morning after fucking hating.
You said Sade or whatever, like you surprised sometimes, Matt. You surprised sometimes, but
I just don't, and I'm just not going to jump on that bandwagon of Kendrick's good just because he's known and he's supposedly in the top 5 at the current moment. No, if I don't think the nigga is good, he's not good. I don't care how many Grammys he got. I don't care how many songs niggas know. If the nigga is ass, he's ass. Like,
okay, that's too far.
Thinking he's not good
that's
and thinking he's ass are two different things.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they're both to me. They're the same thing to me. He's not good. He's ass. They're the same thing to me.
No,
that's not because I don't like Playboy Cardi like that. But I'm not gonna say that Playboy Cardi's ass.
Playboy Cardi's ass. Like, genuinely. Genuinely, if you
Like-
made me, if I had to either listen to Kendrick, listen to Playboy Cardi, or sleep outside with some Bears, nigga, give me the Bears every day of the fucking week. I hate Playboy Cardi, bro. That nigga sound is fucking terrible. He don't say nothing. Like old Cardi, cool.
Gunna doesn't say nothing. Gunna barely says anything.
Old Cardi is cool, but the
Old
nigga
Cardi
now,
is heat.
bro, that shit is terrible.
I mean, don't
Shit
get
is
me
terrible.
wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't fuck with Cardi at all. But like, I feel like calling Cardi ass and Kendrick ass is insane.
Two completely
different things. But like, objectively, like like saying Kendrick is ass.
Bro, y'all niggas, bro.
All right, man. We damn near finna hit 3 hours, bro. Any final comments, man?
As I said in episode 1, bro, y'all either gonna love Matt or hate Matt. This is one of the two. This is one of the two.
Matt?
Oh, y'all got it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, nah, but my actual final point, though, I believe that you can appreciate the quality of music, the time, right, the production, those things, and just say like, hey, the music's not for me. I think that's like, maybe a lot of white people music you can appreciate, like, hey, that sounds nice. This is not something I would listen to. You can do that in rap even. Like, oh, it's not my style, but the beat's nice. This sounds like this. But I actually do think like Nipsey is ass though. I think that
he had to get it off. He had to get it off, bro. It's cool, bro. He had to get it off, bro.
I do think like he doesn't make like good music. Like it's like the all American type music, and it's like, and you could turn on Bucks Clan, and it's like that's he. But I understand, he was trying to get his message across and stuff. But to me, yeah, that's he's super dirt, like for sure. But
Matt?
I agree with what Adam said. Like, you can
All right.
appreciate the quality of something, and I do. Like, I don't really listen to Tyler the Creator, but if Tyler the Creator puts on, like, if you play a Tyler the Creator song, I can appreciate the production. I love the like how animated he is within a song. I don't listen to him for real, but I can listen to a few Tyler the Creator songs. I just genuinely don't like the nigga's production, or like I just don't like the nigga Kendrick Lamar. There's not shit I can appreciate about the nigga's music. So because of that, I think he's
Nothing.
ass.
You can't appreciate anything about his music.
No.
Not him.
Jay.
No, he's not wrong though. He's
No,
not.
I'm asking. Like, you can't
But
appreciate
I ain't gonna
nothing
lie
about his
though.
music.
My final point is this. Like, my final point is this.
I can't even get my final point across because the nigga keep trying to defend the nigga.
Go
I
ahead.
just said
I'm not even
Go
defending him.
ahead.
I asked the question. I asked the question.
Actually,
I asked the question.
Matt, go ahead. Matt, go ahead.
I asked the question.
He's screaming and cutting niggas off for Kendrick.
I asked the question. That's all I did. I asked the
So
question.
like Adam said, bro, like I can admit and I can appreciate niggas' quality of music. I just don't think I don't like the nigga. I don't like the beats. I don't like how the nigga talk. I don't like, bro. This shit just doesn't do anything for me. I've never got in my car. I've never got on my phone and said,
Jay
let's
is
go bump
about
some
to
Kendrick.
lose his mind.
I never said let's go bump some Kendrick. Sorry, it is what it is.
Okay.
It's what
Well,
it is, bro.
all right. Matt,
That's my piece, bro.
Matt,
What's up?
one final question. How have you ever listened to a Kendrick Lamar album that wasn't Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers?
The one with like Loyalty, DNA, the Damn album.
Damn.
That's what it is. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he hasn't listened to his best album ever.
Okay. All right.
Good
Look at
kid,
him,
good kid,
this
man.
bro.
Bruh,
Jay,
I listen. I
know-
just was listen. I just was asking.
Bruh, I know,
Jay
like
is
Poetic
pissed.
Justice is on there or something like that. But other than
Poetic
that,
Justice came out in 2013.
2012.
I don't-
2012.
2012.
Kid,
You're
Mad
thinking
City.
don't listen to the nigga. Why, bro? Why? I
2012.
don't listen to it. The only reason I know about the Damn album because that's probably his most like radio played album he ever has had.
That's
Like,
a fact.
That's true.
Yo, look at
That's-
Jay,
that's
look at
true.
Jay.
So like, what do you
Jay
like,
is
bro? I don't listen to
pissed
the nigga,
over
bro.
this, though. Like,
I don't care. I promise you, I don't ever care to listen to Good City, whatever the name of the album.
Good
I
Kid,
don't-
Mad City, bro.
Safety.
All right.
I don't care.
Good City.
care.
Safety.
I don't care, bro. I don't care. fair.
All right,
And
man.
you're from Cali. I would expect you to like Kendrick.
Bro, I listened to Good Kid, Mad City when I was living in Texas. That actually doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean anything.
I listen to
That
I
doesn't
was
mean
listening to
anything.
Good Kid, Mad City as soon as I got my Apple Music shit, bro.
Day is ruined now.
I listen. Listen, bro. That was episode 6. Stay on that side podcast, guys.
It's episode 5, I think.
Episode 5. Yeah, it is episode 5. Episode 5. Stay on that side podcast, bro. Y'all let us know down below how the fuck y'all feel about this whole Kendrick shit, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for any more final comments, bro. This shit gonna turn something else. Tell y'all later.
Yeah.
Deuces, yo.